I'm so excited.
So we are toasting the shot?
Yes.
Yeah, we are, man.
Yep.
You ready? But it's going to clash everywhere. So we just use these. We all have a glass. What do you think?
Whatever you want.
I don't want them to go everywhere.
Come on.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. Are we recording?
The whole time.
Oh.
The whole thing I got to drink?
You didn't get me in the beginning singing, did
Oh
you?
my.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Whew, the man rolled
it
his
good?
chair back.
I already smell it.
I'm going in, baby.
Did I get? I got Ashton already, dude. I didn't even do anything.
Swallow the shot.
I didn't even do anything yet. He's not even gonna get in class. Here. I don't know why you can't swallow a drink.
You can't drink the shot. It's gonna ruin it,
dude. You're gonna have to make another one for him.
It wasn't even bad.
No,
Why
that's
did you
it
cough?
wasn't. I was just coughing because I had something in my throat, and I sent Ashton to the floor.
What'd you think of that?
To be honest, I forgot what it tastes like already. I didn't hate it.
Son of a.
Did you get to drink it? Yep. Okay, he drank it. He just had to exit the room.
Okay. I taste cherry or strawberry or...
I already forgot what it tasted like. But it smelled good. What is it?
It's banana pudding.
banana pudding.
Oh, on the spot. Wow. So you made us a shot. That's what like brand is it? Like what is it?
Well, let me show you.
No, just tell us.
You know what?
You don't have to show us.
I wonder if that banana pudding had those. What are those sweet cookies called?
We talked about it last
vanilla
week.
wafers.
Vanilla wafers.
Vanilla wafers.
It tastes
Isn't that
like
what it is?
those.
Yeah. Wow. I would have never guessed
It's
that.
moonshine.
Moonshine.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they do coffee flavor, banana pudding, pecan flavor, butter pecan. They do a bunch of flavors, and this is apparently one of their most popular. So
That was really good.
I went with this one.
What percentage alcohol is it?
It's like 18.
That was really good.
Yeah. It's not even that much.
Yeah. But then you also made us Moscow Mules again.
Yeah. Heavy the pour was.
Really? Okay, Yoda.
Ash, I hope you packed a bag tonight.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, that's good.
But
I love Moscow Mules.
I will be doing more of these tonight.
Is it smart to mix?
Who cares?
Did you pack a bag tonight?
No, I got to work tomorrow.
So what are you doing?
He does this every night.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's right.
Thanks, Ash.
Hey, so just something lighthearted to get started on. I don't know if y'all saw or read the note that I put in our group note, but the world's oldest living dog died this week.
Is that lighthearted, though? He died.
Yes, but I believe
22 seems young.
22 years old.
For a dog, no.
Guinness Book of World Records, though.
Really?
It was a toy fox terrier named Pebbles.
Okay.
Pebbles is no longer with us, but
It's sad.
I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, but Pebbles was with us for a long time.
Yeah.
22 years old. How old is Ellie?
I believe, I thought she was 11. My mom thinks she's 13. Which that kind of adds up with when we got her. She was pretty much a puppy, maybe 6 months old when we got her. Yeah, I think about 13. In September, actually. Last month was her birthday. We just don't know the exact date.
So imagine if Ellie lived 9 more years.
Lord willing. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Because dogs average, like even dogs that live a long time, I think 15 is like even labs, Ellie, they're 15, 16 years. If you're lucky, you know? Yeah. 22 is a long time. Which is crazy because like you hear most animals, like a tortoise lives thousands of years and those kind of animals, sharks and stuff. You hear a dog died at 22, oldest living dog. You're like, it's not that long, but that is really long.
I don't think sharks live thousands of years.
No?
Or tortoises.
Yeah.
I think tortoises are like they're doing really well if it's hundreds of years.
Oh, really?
Not thousands, no.
Am I thinking jellyfish?
I don't think they live that long either.
Really? Is in jellyfish the longest like lifespan of a thing?
I've never heard that.
I bet your dad would know this, Tim.
What?
Like
A
you
tortoise,
listening?
A tortoise lives up to 150 years, but the average is 80, which is
wasn't even
There's
close.
definitely a kind of tortoise in China, though, that lives hundreds of years, because there was one that died not too long ago, and it was over 400 years old, and it was living in a Buddhist temple pond. So
The man probably meditated a lot.
monks just fed him every day,
That's right.
lived a good life.
I got a lot of ginger beer in that sip. It's like,
so. You and Ash have a whole bottle of ginger beer in there.
why don't you?
I didn't pour myself as much.
Heavy the hand was.
Yeah, apparently. Only with us, though.
Would you guys like it with less alcohol taste? Am I wrong?
I think you are, because that's a strong ginger taste. I wish you would have just went with what you did last time. That like proper mixtures. You're just winging it this time. But also, thank you for making me a
Ash,
drink.
what does yours taste like?
The proper mixtures is what the man wants. It tastes good.
It's still good. I think it was just that sip.
Got the critic over there.
It's the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So what
boss
happened?
chair.
That executive chair.
So I confiscated the executive chair from Tim this week, and I took it.
Put the pen down, Jess.
Yeah, you're right. I did pick it up as I said it. That's weird. Maybe a principal died in this chair. You think it's like possessed with like a powerful,
Could be.
powerful person.
There is a strange figure above you.
Talking about Selena Gomez?
No. He didn't say sexy. He said strange.
Oh. Well, you were looking in that general direction.
Above you.
She's always above me
Indeed.
in spirit.
Yeah, so Pebbles is no longer with us.
That's sad.
Something else kind of just lighthearted that I thought would be kind of funny. So the California governor, Gavin Newsom, also known as Gavin Boobsome, all the problems that California has, and the man makes jaywalking illegal this week.
Isn't that always been illegal, though?
I mean, pardon me. Jaywalking is now legal. It was illegal, but is now legal. So, all the problems California has, and Gavin
they're
says,
focusing
you know
on.
what? People should be able to walk in the streets wherever they want to.
Which, like, people get arrested for jaywalking anyway, or fined, you know?
Right.
Now it's just like, which really not bother with it.
Yeah. So,
I also saw that Biden said, I think he tweeted maybe yesterday or today, saying that all previously convicted people that had possession of like marijuana are now going to be pardoned, presidential pardoned.
yeah, he did that today.
Yeah. Like, why are we focusing on this kind of stuff? You know? And I still think it's ridiculous. I've always thought that was ridiculous. They committed, I don't want to get into that kind of stuff. But they committed a crime at the time. It was a crime. They should serve their time. That's what I think about it. You know, even if it's not illegal now. You know?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in LA anytime soon and you say, you know what? I'm not going to go all the way down to the crosswalk. I'm just going to walk in the middle of traffic.
Yeah.
You can now legally do that.
Tell you what, it sounds like Forest Park to me.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I do.
That's a land of lawlessness, though.
Yeah, that's true. Anything off Terra Boulevard. You know what I saw today? The Super Mario movie trailer. Did you guys watch it?
So, strange question. Did you happen to see Mario's hindquarters in that trailer?
No.
Okay, it's a meme going around right now. So apparently they just nerfed the man's rear end, where it's just flat. And some previous image, the man had large cheeks, and now they're just flat, and the internet's not happy about it.
Yeah.
And they think that the portion of the trailer that showed his back view got removed. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry to just completely derail you there, but continue.
I don't have anything else to say about it. I just think it looks
Was
good.
it good?
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Really?
Did you see it? So no one saw it.
No.
So it's
I
gonna
meant
be
to
one of those
watch it
conversations.
today.
It's 2 minutes. You ran out of time?
I didn't have any time.
Ah, interesting. I liked it a lot. I think it's going to be really funny.
Luigi Mansion vibes. Did you get any of that?
No, you didn't even see Luigi in it yet.
Oh.
You see Mario and Toad. In the beginning is Bowser attacking an ice castle like it's Game of Thrones. And it's really funny. It's got that like witty humor, but also, I don't know, it looked good to me. I know a lot of people are bashing that Chris Pratt is voicing Mario. And he didn't talk a lot in the trailer, but he did not sound like Mario whatsoever. So I'm going to wait and see how I feel about it. Not even an accent.
Interesting choice.
Yeah. It's Chris Pratt. You know, he's big now. I think they just wanted a big name. I don't know. Bowser does not sound mean whatsoever. He's got a normal voice.
Jack Black.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. So I think he would have done better as the voice. It really didn't sound menacing at all. But he looked really cool, and it made me want to go onto the Lego website and buy that Bowser Lego. Yeah, it's in my cart right now. I'll say that much.
Listen, when it came out or when it was released, you said day one purchase. I'm already saving up for it.
I did say that. And I actually do have the money for it, like put aside, but
So what are we
I just
waiting
didn't
on?
want it yet. I don't know. I think it's out of stock right now, honestly. I think it might have been back ordered, but I put it in the cart anyway. I don't know.
Well,
That's
listen, when you go to the Lego store next week,
I'm not going next week.
you said you were going to go before you
I
hit
was-
the road.
Yeah, I was gonna. We're driving like in the morning. If I was staying the night there, then it would have. But if I stayed the night there, that would have cost me the money to get the Lego. So I decided not to, in case I want to order it online. Save some money there.
Yeah.
I think it's smart.
All right.
All right.
I mean, you're on vacation. Spare no expense.
I am on vacation right now. Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going on a cruise starting Monday. I still don't know where we're going. I just know we're stopping on 2 islands.
Can we just backtrack for a second?
Why not?
Please.
The man's living the life.
You don't have to tell me.
Cabin last week.
Yeah.
This week, work 3 days, 3.5.
4.
Now your boy's on a cruise. He's on vacation mode.
Yeah. Vacation Jesse's making an appearance tonight. I told you.
Well, when is he going to come in?
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. He's here. Hey. You know what's really funny about this notes tab that we keep? You have yet to put a single thing in it, and we're on episode 6. You have not put in a single topic.
I literally, it doesn't even cross my mind to put anything in that note.
It's insane. It's all me, Ashton,
I
Ashton, me,
I
Ashton.
don't even, I know you guys think about this. When I think of something, I can't take my phone out. Unlike you two.
I'm sure you could.
No, I
I
couldn't.
text you all the time at work and you answer me. Who cares? You have headphones in.
No, I don't.
Why not?
I can't do that.
Why not? All you're doing is counting inventory. You can't throw headphones in and just go to work, count stuff?
I'm sure that's a huge liability
In
in a warehouse.
We did it at UPS.
That's a totally different.
Either
one,
way,
though.
it's not like you're working 24/7. If you have a thought when
feels
you're at
like it.
home. Yeah, but you're
feels
not.
like it.
But you're not. If you have a thought at home, you don't jot it down?
No, it's the last thing on my mind when I get home.
Really? The podcast is the last thing on your mind?
You know what I do when I get
You
home?
think about it all the time.
You know what I do?
You crack open a cold one, don't you?
Well, yes, I have a beverage while I'm showering. It's called a shower beer.
Wait. Wait.
Me and Jake do that. You don't do that?
You are kidding me.
A shower beer? Never heard of it?
Don't act like this is a known thing. That has never, ever been a thing. There is
Hold
no
on.
way. I mean, if you're going to Google it, obviously something's going to come up. Why do you drink a beer in the shower?
Because it's been a long day.
You can't wait 5 minutes? That's like people who brush their teeth in the
So-
shower. Does anyone do that? I think it's insane.
I don't know how deep in detail I want to get, but what I do is I put my phone on the shower, watch YouTube, and drink a cold one.
That's weird. That's weird.
I don't think that's weird. You two might just think it's weird.
How long are you in the shower?
20 minutes.
You take a 20-minute shower.
My hair takes a while to wash. And then I condition it too.
Are you, Jesse, are you one where you're just like, let me get in here and
In
get
and
out
out.
as fast as possible?
In and out.
I spend 10 minutes making the water as hot as I can stand it and just letting it hit my neck and shoulders. Like I just stand there for 10 minutes. Then I just get it done and get out.
I don't think a 20-minute shower, though, is bad.
It's not, and I was about to jump on you for it, but I know I take abnormally short showers, so I can't judge. I mean, I last maybe a song and a half.
I don't even think that long.
Maybe not even that
It's
long.
like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think
that's
it's a
what I
waste of
do.
time.
Shower beer. I don't know if it's weird to the people or not, but they can let us know.
I'm sure the Belgians do it.
Yeah, sure they will. They're ridiculous.
But, yeah. By the time I get home, shower, eat, it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Trust me, man.
Yeah.
It's
And then I go to sleep at 9.
Not enough time in the day.
this is what
Yeah.
my new job's been like. It. Yeah.
But we don't have to talk about work.
No. Listen.
Well,
we're talking
Jess-
about a podcast.
Listen, man. I hope you enjoy your trip next week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
You've earned it. I knew Tim was going to laugh about that.
Because of the way you said it, you were smirking as you said it. You looked at him and said it. I can't ever enjoy it.
Because I knew he was going to laugh.
And you knew I was going to laugh. That's why you said it.
I know.
And then you knew Jesse was going to get irritated. That's why you said it. Full circle. It's all right. Jess, enjoy your trip. We're going to move on. We'll get back to you next week after
Shut
your
up.
cruise.
Hey.
Shut up.
Yes, yeah. Speaking of money,
I work hard.
yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, Jess.
Yeah.
Look,
I believe it.
we know you do, and you should enjoy your money. Hey, so, have you guys paid any attention to Elon this week?
No.
Besides the fact that I've seen Tesla stock drop, no, I haven't paid attention to him.
Yeah. So, as he likes to do, he just keeps himself in hot water all the time. Apparently, he put out a poll on Twitter about the Ukraine-Russia conflict, and that I don't know the particulars, but it made the Ukrainians really upset.
What could
It was
possibly
something
be the
along the
poll?
lines of they needed to come to a peace agreement as soon as possible, even if that meant possibly letting Russia have some of what they wanted.
no.
But then he was like, I'm completely pro-Ukraine. But it's so crazy because the new technology that he's got that puts satellites up in space for internet, what is that called? I'm blanking on it. It's going to come to me. But anyway, he's got this new Wi-Fi satellite company that he is putting satellites over isolated regions that don't... Starlink, there you go. He sent these Starlinks back at the start of the conflict, and they've been so invaluable for the Ukrainians because Russia can't hack them. So they've been able to do communications. Imagine that. I was thinking about this a few weeks ago when I was reading something about it. So imagine if Elon just never did anything else in his life except for this one thing where he saved who knows how many lives as a result of them having secure internet to be able to correspond with people with, right?
Yeah.
It's like if you don't do anything else and you live only for that, like your life was more than worth living, you know? So the guy is just Tony Stark
Yeah.
in real life.
It really
it's
is.
crazy. But he reapproached Twitter. So originally there was a $44 billion offer that he put in. Twitter accepted it, but then there was some kind of disagreement on what percentage of their user base was bots. He believes that it's much more than what Twitter was saying that it was. And it was something ridiculous. Like Twitter was saying it was 5% of their users. So he backed out, and then Twitter sued him for not going through with the deal. Now he's come back and has made the $44 billion offer. Well, since Tuesday or Wednesday, Twitter is now saying they're not going to accept it. So who knows what's going to happen. He may end up buying it or he may not. But what he did talk about this week, amid everything else, is that if he successfully acquires Twitter, he wants to build something called X. And he put up a link to x.com. Like just the letter x.com. And there's speculation that he wants to use X to make this all-encompassing app similar to something that China has, where you do your messaging, your phone calls, your social media, even payments, all through this one app.
That's scary.
So that scares you?
Because couldn't they? Everything in your life is in that one app.
And you know what else I forgot about? While we were at the cabin last week, they revealed that AI robot that Tesla had built.
Yeah.
I don't like all this. Yeah. I forgot all about that robot. That was creepy.
Changes your mind on x.com, doesn't it?
You know, Tim's initial reaction perfectly sums up my sentiments towards this, which was, Tim said, "Why do we need this?"
We don't. It'd be a better place without it.
Yeah.
That's because someone can make millions of dollars off of it.
Or they can strap weapons to it and the robots go crazy.
Which would make people millions of dollars.
There's no one pulling the levers.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
It would in war, but there's no one pulling the levers. And
I mean, he's Tony Stark. You're totally right.
yeah.
That could be a weapon.
And what's worse is we made movies about
Did no one learn
robots
from Hollywood?
about robots going crazy and killing mankind.
Yeah.
Terminator,
iRobot.
iRobot. I mean, we're just feeding into it, and it's gonna happen to us.
Humanity's stupid.
It's gonna
That's
happen.
why. They're stupid. Money.
It might not happen in
all
our
about money.
lifetime. But
What do you mean,
robots will
might? It's happening. He created the robot.
Yeah, but who knows how long it's gonna take for them
2
to
years. They said 2
make
years.
it, and
It's going to cost less than a car.
And it's running off the same AI as the Tesla self-driving things.
Here's the thing. You know Rogan's going to own one. You know every rich person in Hollywood's going to own one. They're going to be everywhere, man.
would
Concierge.
you rather have a car or a robot?
A car. I don't want a robot. Why would I want a robot? It's horrifying.
So it can bring you meals in bed and turn off all your lights.
No.
And do all your chores. Mow
I
your
have
lawn.
Siri for that, and even she sucks. I don't want another robot in my life. And I pay somebody to mow my lawn.
That's what someone says who takes 2 vacations in the same month.
All right. This is getting ridiculous.
I hope Savannah doesn't listen to this.
She doesn't. No one does. I don't know. Why would I want a robot over a car? You would want a robot over a car?
Well, it depends what car I had. But no, I don't want
No,
a
a
robot.
Tesla. If you go to a Tesla dealership and you get to pick a robot or a car.
The robot drives you your Tesla.
No. You don't
No,
get both.
the Tesla is a robot, though.
It is.
The AI robot has Tesla's brain.
Yeah.
I don't want a Tesla anyway, though.
So you'd rather pick a robot? So you want neither?
Mm-hmm.
Then why'd you pose me that question?
Because that's the kind of question I'm going to ask you, because I know you could get one in the future. We're just having fun here.
Are we? We is a loose term.
But don't sip your drink like that in anger.
Angry.
He's having fun. Vacation Jesse.
Yeah. Yeah, he's long gone. Can we talk about cars for a minute? I just passed my 4-year mark on owning my car.
Owning your car?
Yeah. Borrowing my car until I pay it off.
Oh.
The new car, the Mustang?
Wow.
I just got a notification from Credit Karma last night saying,
His arms are up.
congratulations, 33% of your car loan's been paid off.
Hey.
Yeah, it
There
has.
we go. How long has it been? A year and a half?
I got it February 21, so a year and 8 months.
Yeah. out of you got a couple more years left, I'm assuming, to pay it off?
So it is a 4 or 5 year. I think it's a 5-year loan, but I've been doing 1.5 payments every month.
Yeah.
To hopefully have it paid off in 3.
Awesome.
So it might be a little bit longer than 3, but I don't want it to go past that.
And you talked about getting another Honda, an older car.
Yes, I want to get a 90s model, either Civic or probably Civic, but like one that I can kind of put some love into, fix it up.
Breathe life into it, as my
breathe
dad
life
would
into
say.
it. Exactly. And get a just really cool color that you don't really see on cars very much.
Is there a reason why that year or that era?
I just like the way that they look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are they sporty? Is it like got a big motor in it or something? Or you just
Yeah,
want a
I
cruiser?
guess. There's a guy that works at my last job. I had to go to the UPS store a lot on across the street from my office, and there's a kid that works in there, and he had a 90s model, and it was almost the color of the Heritage cherries on SGs and your Brian May signature, like that color red, and it's got white rims on it, sits real low to the ground, manual transmission.
Yeah.
It's just cool.
Cool.
So I want to, once I get my car paid off, I want to do that, and then I am going to get a Type R at some point.
Really?
I just got to decide how long I want to keep my hatchback, but the Type Rs are just,
Now, would you sell your hatchback to get it?
I don't know. Like once you pay it off, I mean, there's no car payment.
Yeah,
so-
but that could be your down payment on the Type R, you know,
I know, but
and not make it an $800 a month payment.
what we could do, like what Jesse does, is we could have a weekend car
Okay.
and then have a commuter car. The hatchback could be the commute car, and then on the weekends,
But then
on-
you'll have 3 Hondas at one point.
exactly. So we'll have one car for Saturday and one car for Sunday.
Oh my God.
or we can alternate weeks.
To be clear, I don't have 3 cars right now. That's ridiculous. Well, you would really have 3 cars at once.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, I
Good
would.
for you.
I would don't.
Ash, how does it feel to have all that money and to have 3 cars in your near future?
But we don't. I only have one. You have 2.
No, you have 2.
What are you going to do with? So when Savannah gets a new ride, are you going to trade her car in?
I'm going to use it as basically once we get to the end of the negotiation, if I'm not exactly where I want to be, then I'll be like, hey, I have this car. How much trade-in will you give me? You know? And then if they don't give me a decent value, I'll just fix up what little things need to be fixed and then sell it on Facebook Marketplace or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather trade it in. If I can get it down to the exact number I want, I'll do that. Yeah. But I'm not going to go in and be like, hey, I have a trade-in and I want this car.
Yes,
You know,
that's
that's
yeah,
kind of the
that's-
strategy to go.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I thought about keeping it because it's probably not worth that much. It's pushing 260,000 maybe.
Wow.
It's got a lot of miles.
Yeah, sweet.
Window doesn't work. Radio doesn't work. Just fix the AC again. Like it's not worth a lot.
They
So-
go and go, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. They go forever.
They're like Toyotas.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with it. I don't know.
So for your mark for the because you got that car before you got married.
Yeah. Now I got 2 more years. 2 more years on my car. I'm really
You're
excited.
talking about your loan?
Yeah.
So what are you gonna level up?
No, I'll keep it.
You're gonna keep it for a little while?
Mhm.
Okay.
Because then we're going to focus. Like, I don't want to have more than 2 car payments for a long time. So we're going to get Savannah's next year, hypothetically. I'm going to try to work on paying my car off sooner. The thing is, I have no interest on my loan, so I'm not in a rush to do it.
Right.
So I don't know. I've been getting a crap ton of emails, though, from Ford, you know, saying, hey, we have a customer who's looking for exactly
Yeah,
your car.
there's a car shortage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're offering me ridiculously more than what I paid, but then I'm like, well, then what am I going to get?
Right.
So I don't want to upgrade. I really love my car. I really do. I haven't loved a car like that in a long time. The fact that I got it with 73 miles on it, you know, there's something cool about that.
I
You're
know
the
it.
only person to sit behind that steering
know
wheel,
it, man.
you know? Yeah. So I really like it.
there is a pleasure in getting in a new car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What I want to do is eventually put some like matte black racing stripes on it, upgrade the rims, maybe in a long-term future just put a new motor in it. Like maybe once it starts pushing 120, maybe 150, maybe get like a V8 or like a 5.0.
Yeah.
Throw it in there. I don't know. But I just really love that car, man.
Yeah.
It's cool. And even the little marks and dings it has on it, it's like I experienced it. Like all those things are like, I put 62,000 miles on it already, So there's something cool about it. There's also something cool about the idea of hypothetically keeping it until it turns into an old car. Like the other one I have, the 72. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'll keep it that long for sure. I don't think it'll last that long. But
you won't keep it that
yeah,
long.
there's something cool about like hypothetically if I ever get a newer car,
Which you will.
Yeah. Like keeping that for like when my kid turns 15 or something, like let him drive that old car,
Once you get this concrete parking lot poured
have a
out
whole
here,
parking lot of
it's going to
Mustangs.
be going to be parking for days.
Yeah. I've when I bought the car, I had that thought of like, wow, like if I took care of this car, kept it 15, 20 years, it could potentially be my kid's car one day.
Yes, and you wouldn't have to worry about buying a car for them.
Yeah.
That's a lot of power for a first car, though.
It's not really that powerful.
Is it wise to put a youngling in in an American muscle car?
I mean, my first car was a Firebird, 76 Firebird.
Did you drive responsibly in that car?
Of course not.
Okay.
Of course not. Me and Tim were tearing up the streets in McDonough, driving
Breaking
to school.
down.
We broke
Breaking
so
down.
many times. On your exit, I broke down 3 times on Locust Grove exit. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, my brother's first car was a V8 car, big motors, which I guess it's we get it from my dad. I guess we've been driving a long time before we got our first car. But I don't think it's that much. I mean, think about it. In 15, 20 years, cars are going to be quicker by that point,
Probably
So,
all electric.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Unfortunately.
I think California has set a date.
They did. I think 3 or 4, 6 years maybe. They had a year.
2030, maybe?
2030 or something like that. I think they said 5 or 6 years.
There's something great about driving a car with gas, though.
It's a feeling. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's a feeling. I don't think I would enjoy an
And
electric
if the
car.
whole country has electric cars, there's not going to be enough charging stations for everybody.
I don't think we have to worry about that in the South, but we'll
No.
probably see California and New York and places like that,
Yeah.
Washington State, that will go all electric. Yeah, I miss driving stick so much. If we didn't have so much traffic around here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what Tim's talking about. There is something about driving an engine.
Yeah. It makes the ride enjoyable, in my opinion. I like driving that older Mustang better because it takes you back to a time. It's a time period. You feel the rumble, the car bounces,
Yeah,
like
buddy.
nothing like that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Listen, you're not just casually changing gears.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're
Yeah.
using the forearm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have an old car that you would ever want to like soup up and make a car, Tim?
No.
Really?
No.
You don't have any.
I'm not an old car guy.
There's not one car that you're like, that's really cool. I would like to drive that. If you had a collection of cars.
Are 90s cars old to you?
No.
Okay, good.
I would say I don't have any old cars that I would die to have in my possession. I just have future cars that I want in my possession.
Mm-hmm.
Future cars? What do you mean?
Like in my future, like newer cars, not older cars.
Oh. So you'd never want to drive an old car?
I have no desire to.
All right.
The oldest... No. I would say...
You don't watch like a movie with like a really cool classic muscle car and be like, I would love to
they're
drive
cool.
that.
But I have no desire to drive it.
Wow.
I like to look at them.
I don't know what that's like.
I like to see them drive by,
Mm-hmm.
or in someone's garage.
Like the Camaro?
Yes, like the Camaro.
Yeah.
Or a purple Cuda.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I like to hear it. I like to see it take
Oh,
off.
you hear it.
but I have no desire to drive it.
Wow. All right.
That's just not my thing.
And when you see a man in it that has a cigar and a cut-off shirt,
Yeah. Yeah.
cool guys like that, you know.
Yeah.
I like.
Sounds like you're
to see that.
describing somebody.
Tattoos on their arm,
Right.
beard, and
Yeah.
a full beard.
Yeah.
Not no, you know.
I wish I could be that cool.
Ash, you are that cool.
Get out of here. So yeah, Jess, you gonna help me fix up a old Civic?
I'd love to. I don't think I'm qualified, but I'd love to learn with you.
I'll tell you what, I don't like that, but so what? Here's what I'm thinking about. I love blues and I love greens, but I don't want to do. My favorite color is forest green. You know, kind of like the pine greens that someone at this table used to own but sold. But that's a stock color on older Hondas. So I want to get something not stock.
You want a hatchback?
Not necessarily.
Interesting.
Are you looking at 90s Civics?
Yeah. These are ugly. I don't think I'm looking at what you want.
Let me see.
I can't move it.
I mean, they're not the sleekest cars, but
I'll tell you what. I think one of those cars was in Fast and Furious,
mm-hmm.
and it was gorgeous. Do I even have a cell phone?
A Civic and
Oh,
Fast and Furious?
It's plugged up. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think so. In the first one. Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's all black. It's in the very first Fast and Furious movie.
Mm.
Type in a Honda Civic Fast and Furious. It's black with green neons underneath it. That'd be kind of cool.
Would you ever do lights like
Big
that?
wing. I went through that phase growing up, and now I'm totally against it. They look too cheesy to me.
If you get it, they can look very cheap.
Yeah.
Where it's just, it
Now,
doesn't look good.
I think of neon lights as like people that have Jeeps that are jacked up or trucks, and they have them along the rims, and I just don't like them anymore.
Right.
I think they've had their time, and their time's in the past.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know that I have a specific year model, but
Yeah. I think the one in the movie is in 93.
ooh.
Oh.
I mean, they are pretty ugly.
I know,
they're
right?
just not very sleek.
You really got to put a lot of work into them to like them.
But I don't know. There's something about them. And if you would have asked me 3 years ago if I liked these, I would have said no. But there's just been something about it lately that I like, and I don't like that because we're now approaching 30 years of
Yeah.
being on this earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the hatchbacks are not bad. They're so ugly.
Am I turning you off on this dream
No,
that you
no,
had?
no.
Okay, good.
The more I'm looking at it, the more it's like, yeah, I want these. They're not sleek at all, but
If it's a stick, it'd be fun to drive. Lower it to the ground a little bit.
yeah, and you put just a really cool color on them, I think
Yeah.
it would. Yeah, something like this right there. Oh yeah.
Jesus. I don't know. I love you, Ash. I don't know what you see on these cars.
I think if you saw me in it, you'd be like, yeah, that fits.
I love the car you're in now. I think that fits you perfectly.
Yeah,
That's what you need.
I love that car too. So far it's been a great decision.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, that's all I got to say on the
On the
topic.
cars? Yeah, we can move on from cars. I love
Moscow
talking about
Mules.
cars. They getting to already?
Just it's just so good.
What's it like versus your apple caramel apple martinis last week?
Well, this is not sweet. That was like a dessert last week.
Would you drink that weekly?
Oh yeah.
Daily.
Daily.
I love that drink.
The
Yeah.
Cinnamon or the caramel apple?
The caramel apple I liked more.
Do you think those were worth $13?
No.
For a restaurant, that's not bad for a drink.
For the
But I
moment,
feel
though,
like-
yes.
For the moment, yes. But remember, Jess, someone had to hand cut an apple and put that slice in there, put cinnamon sticks in there, whatever
Caramel
that
drizzle.
whatever that spruce or that rosemary or whatever you had in there going on. I mean, those were fresh ingredients.
For the drink, yeah. I got something against paying that much money for a drink I can make at home.
Well, and it was like, okay, if I get 3 of these, I'm spending $40.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it comes down to, though, if you're willing to buy a whole bottle of alcohol to make that drink, that's probably $40. And then you got to buy the mixer.
Yeah, but then
the ingredients.
Yeah.
I feel like Jesse was getting more value in his, though, than mine.
Yeah.
Because the martini glass is not very big.
I don't know. You were getting some value out of that.
I know
were feeling
I
it.
was. I know I was.
Although, I will tell you this, that apple cider liqueur that was in my drink,
Yeah.
the bottle alone is $25.
Oh, okay.
And then the liquor, a whole bottle of liquor's got to be $30 at least. So for that drink for $13, I think was worth it. Not
Okay.
including all the other stuff,
Okay.
which I couldn't find that stuff anywhere anyway.
I think when you go out to a restaurant, you get specialty mixed drinks. I think the value is better than you doing it at home because
That's true.
one, you're probably gonna have to do it 2 or 3 times before you get it right, the right mix.
Presentation's good.
Yeah, and you honestly don't want
Oh,
to sit there
yeah.
and cut a little piece of apple and then take
Why
a little
not?
piece of rosemary and then
Well, you're drunk. Do you want to have a knife near your hands?
How many are you making?
No, listen, Jess.
Yeah.
You're also buying the buzz, so I guess it is worth $13.
You've convinced me. It was worth $13.
I think when we go out like that,
Yeah, it's worth it.
it's worth it.
Especially since I didn't get a meal. All I got was the drinks. So for me, it was all right. And plus Ashton paid for it.
Let me tell you, the cedar plank salmon,
Yeah.
the food was good.
Yeah, it was. Cornbread was
The
good.
cornbread was
The corn-
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now I know why she kept pushing the
Can we
cornbread.
talk about how much butter was on that?
There was too much butter to put on it. There was that much butter.
My arteries were clogging up just looking at it.
Yeah.
It came with this much butter.
It
on
was a
top of it.
lot. I
Yeah.
mean, we caked all the butter on it. Normally it sinks into the bread.
Right.
It was caked on top of it.
Yeah.
And worth it. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
I can't believe that was a week ago.
That was so good. I know.
Such a good week.
We're booking another one soon. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm going to take a picture, or I'm not going to take a picture, but I'm going to look at all the other flavors, send you guys all the lists, and we can discuss.
I want to try that
because
the coffee one.
the Java.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a jar, so I didn't know if we were in the mood for that much coffee flavor.
You know how I feel about coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
Listen, Tim, we had 3 cups before noon last weekend.
Just woof. I don't understand your facial expressions.
Yeah,
though.
what is it that's getting you there?
They're honest.
But what is it that makes you just?
I don't. Alcohol doesn't agree with me.
Oh, okay.
I don't. It's hard to think of somebody who enjoys the taste of alcohol.
Oh, you're looking at 2 of them.
Do you enjoy the burn
Mhm.
and the?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what makes it. That's part of the enjoyment.
Is it though?
Yes.
It seems like torture to me.
No. It feels good. After like a long day.
I know it.
Well, I mean, beer's different. I mean, like, if you don't, is there an alcohol you don't like?
Wait, what kind of burn are you talking about?
Like when I drink whiskey.
But there's no burn like whiskey with this.
Not a burn. Well, yeah, that's true. I don't know what it is about that.
Is it just the fact that it's alcohol? So it just
Probably.
makes you.
And it's also a new flavor. I've never drank banana pudding
It's
alcohol.
Delicious.
Banana pudding milkshake would be good too.
I've never had banana pudding.
Ash, this is good sipping too.
Good sipping.
Mm-hmm. Good sipping.
All right.
Can I tell y'all? I wanted to tell Tim this. So
Carry on.
I am not going to listen to Satellites
Until February.
until February. The song has been locked in as Ashton is in the mountains with the boys, and I don't want to listen to it any other time.
Any other time.
I want that feeling to stay with that song. That's one of the best things about music. So I'm not going to listen to that song until we go back to the mountains again.
You know what? I'm with you.
And for other reasons for Jesse.
But you really like that song.
I did like it a lot. I
Okay.
really did like that song.
One of the things that we didn't mention last week that I wanted to mention, I really enjoyed driving around and playing music and having the windows down, and that was just. And I don't know if y'all felt it in the front seats, but in the back seats where the party was at,
Right. Right.
it was awesome. So this week I've been listening to Paramore nonstop, and it was because we played some Paramore over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, I open up the news feed, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday morning, and I see Hayley Williams' bright orange head on the news feed, and it says, Paramore to play Misery Business again live. And I was thinking, it's about time.
Yeah.
So they stopped completely?
Remind me again, isn't there a word in the song that people
So
were
there is
trying to cancel?
There is a line where she says, ho or whore? I think it's whore.
I think it... Really? I can't remember the song right now.
It's in the second verse. But
yeah, you're a whore, nothing more. Sorry, that'll never change.
Exactly.
That's it. Yeah.
So they stopped playing that song live, she said, because of critical listener feedback. So imagine your most listened to song. You say, you know what, I'm not going to play this live anymore because it offends some people. Well, she's finally come around where it's like, oh, if you get offended by it, don't listen to it.
Thank you.
So they will be playing the song live again.
Don't go to their concert.
And I'm so jealous because Alicia, your cousin, okay, she's going to see Paramore in Vegas.
In Vegas?
Oh,
Yep.
right. She's going to that Warped Tour style
in
thing.
Vegas?
Yeah. This month.
Yeah, her and
She's
Larry.
been trying to get me to go to it all year. It's like When We Were Young tour, I think it's called.
Mayday Parade and
But
all
why
those
is she going to
bands.
Vegas?
That's where it's
where
at.
That's where they're having it.
So
And
she's going just for that?
Yep.
Yeah. It was a big deal when it came out. People were like, "Oh my God, it's like Warped Tour," but it's like all emo punk bands, you know. So every band that we've listened to growing up, if you can think about it, is going to be at this place. So her and Larry got tickets. They're going to go. So yeah, I forgot Paramore's going to be there.
You don't want to go?
No, I can't. I can barely stand one concert. I don't want to go to 80.
That really shocks me, though.
I know. It shocks me. It doesn't help that I have to stand for 6 hours
Yeah.
and my back, my sciatic. Well,
You're 27, Jess.
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting, though, because I feel like you would enjoy all the instruments and the
Yeah,
singing.
and Ash, I'm really curious on if you have the same thought. What were you about to say?
No, I was going to agree with Tim. I think it would be a thing of you don't like the idea of having to travel to Vegas and go through all that hassle, but if you got there, I feel like you would get sucked into it.
I don't like concerts.
Yeah, I kind of understand that.
And now I want to know your opinion on this because this is my opinion on concerts. What it boils down to is I'm jealous. I'm jealous
Yeah,
that
you
they're
wish
up
it
there
was
doing
you.
it.
Yeah.
I go to concerts and I watch everything they're doing. That's my dream. My lifelong dream is to be on stage playing a song that thousands of people know the words to and will sing the song for us. That's my lifelong dream. I get chills every time I hear it on a live album. I think that's where it comes from. I don't want to watch people do it because I want to do it.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Never would have thought that.
I know. I don't like concerts. I can't stand concerts.
Is it also the people, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because you've had bad experiences.
If it's an arena concert, it's tolerable. I've been to 2 arena concerts where you have a seat.
Uh-huh.
I'm fine. Where you can sit down. I'm fine with that. I don't like going to concerts, man. And also, there's a thing to hearing the band play it live. There's a different feel to it, but I think it's pretty understood. The song sounds much better mixed with professional recordings, and they sit down and play it perfectly, and they put it out, on iTunes or whatever, what have you, with really good headphones, that's the best way to hear it. I know a lot of people are probably going to disagree with that. To me, that's the best way to hear the song. So I'm not going there to hear a better version of the song, So, I mean, you go to see the people, and that's cool, but you've seen them hundreds of feet away. I don't know. I've never enjoyed concerts.
I've never been to a concert, and I probably won't ever go. There's only really...
We're going to see Khalid, though.
Yeah, I was only going to say there's only like 2 or 3.
What do you mean we're going to see? Like, you want to?
We've already talked about it.
When? Can I come?
Jesse's going to have both hands up, singing Bad Luck word for word.
Jesse's favorite artist in the world. And ironically, he will know every song because he's
not
forced
by
to
choice.
listen to it every day.
Not by choice. Ash, how do you feel? Do you kind of understand where I'm coming from, even though it is ridiculous?
Yeah, the concerts I've been to, it's been where everybody around me's letting the music flow through them, where they're completely into it, and I'm just standing still watching the guitarist.
Mm-hmm. You want to know how they're playing it?
How is that guy getting that tone? Boy, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Or I really don't like what he's doing there. Or what pedals is he using? I can only see the...
Or is he actually playing the guitar?
Yeah.
I get that thought a lot too. Yeah, and we should preface, me and you play guitar. We're instruments. We play drums, guitar, whatever. So I'm even that way at church. When I'm in the crowd at church, I'm watching the guitar player or watching the drummer. Mm-hmm. Like almost learning, but I don't want to say it that way. I want to know what they're doing.
Right.
So when I'm at a concert, that's how I feel too.
Yeah. So I'm not the most exciting person to be with at a concert, but the ones that I've been to, and one of the things that's been great is that the years that I've been to AWA, they've had Japanese rock bands that have come over, and those guys are actually playing, and it's cool to see the different gear and to actually see people play songs live. But I don't know, Tim, Ed Sheeran?
No, this is Khalid.
I thought it said Ed Sheeran up at the top.
This is Khalid's website.
I would go see the Ed Sheeran.
It'd be you and
Khalid's coming to Atlanta in December.
Women.
Exactly.
December? You're married.
Yeah. She doesn't listen. Wait, Khalid's coming, you said? Khalid?
In December?
In
Is it
December.
Jingle Jam or something weird?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like him and 17 other people.
Yeah. Singing Christmas songs.
Yeah.
Now listen, I'm not going to say it would be good, but if Khalid came out with a Christmas album, Jess, what you shaking your head for?
No. I don't need to hear another pop artist put out a Christmas album. Stop remaking Christmas songs. They just want to be popular. They want to have an album that's going to be very popular.
But Khalid doing Christmas songs, like Jingle Bells. Be like,
I don't want to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
Jingle Bells.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
No, I don't want to hear that. I don't. Okay, let's have a realistic conversation here. Can you see Khalid covering any Christmas song in his style? Think of his style now. There's no Christmas song I can think of besides "Do You Hear What I Hear," which no one wants to hear. Ironically,
I'm not musically inclined, but I can think of a lot of songs that he would do.
You can hear Khalid doing "Do You Hear What I Hear?"
Yeah, because it's slow and awkward. I don't hear him doing Jingle Bell Rock.
What about
or Frosty the Snowman?
The Christmas song.
What's that again? The Christmas song.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Oh, yeah, I can hear him. Again, that's a slow, boring song.
Oh, I love that song.
I do too.
No, it's good. It's a classic, but it's boring.
Yeah.
He could do one.
I say leave it.
He would surprise us. Surprise us, Khalid.
I don't need another.
Throw out a Christmas album.
I don't need it. I don't need another pop artist.
He could do like the Jonas Brothers did and just write his own.
That I'd prefer.
Some kind of festive song.
I want to hear new Christmas songs. I don't want to hear the 1000th remake.
Let me tell you
song.
what's a crime against humanity. John Legend's cover of the Christmas song.
I haven't heard it.
Not only is it some of the worst listening. The man had the unmitigated gall, the temerity, to include Nat King Cole's original vocals as backing vocals to himself singing.
Wow.
John Legend
balls
sucks.
on that guy.
His wife is a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have to say.
Wow. We struck a chord.
You struck a chord.
Me? I didn't bring up John Legend.
You got him on a rant. Talking about remakes
Oh
of
my
Christmas songs.
God, I think we need to drop the Christmas song. Let's save that for the Christmas episode. What do you say? Let's come with our favorite Christmas album, and we'll go from there.
But
Favorite Christmas album, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
if you do want to come see Khalid with us one
I
day,
won't.
just let us know.
How
will.
about this? You let me know before you buy tickets, and I'll see how I feel.
Hey, he'll come.
Put it this way, me and Ashton don't want to sit all the way at the top. We want to get down.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to pay $250 to see an artist I don't want to see.
We'll let you know how it is.
But Jess, you'll be with us.
Yeah, no.
And that's the fit.
You don't want to hear bad
But-
luck right up on stage?
It's a 50-50 chance he'll come just because it's with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He'll come.
He
Because
might.
someone else is doing something without me.
Yeah. He's going to be sitting in bed at 9:30 being like, you sons of bitches.
We're sending him video
Yeah.
clips.
Put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Listen, Khalid has a surprisingly large number of songs that have guitar in them.
Yeah, you're right.
The new single has just the acoustic guitar drives almost the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and that
But you
guitar in
know-
Bad Luck is difficult.
Yeah, I don't know.
You'll come.
We'll see.
Jesse's coming.
So,
It's settled.
to loop all the way back to where we started, Haley, thank you for playing Misery Business again.
Their
live.
number one song.
I can't believe we went from that to this, and then I forgot
Yeah.
where we were going. And
That's
then
the
Ashton
beauty-
brought us back.
That's
He's
the
good.
beauty of the podcast.
It's because he hasn't taken a shot yet. That's why he's about to do
I'm
it.
sipping on
I'm
it
sipping.
Oh,
on
are
it.
you? Why?
I'm sipping.
because that's what you do
With a shot? Yeah.
with your pinky out.
Yeah, sure. With
I
a
mean,
shot.
technically, to be fair, though, these aren't shots. We're just making them.
No one told
shots.
you to throw it back over there.
It was in a shot glass. What else do you do with
You
it?
alcoholic.
I made it a shot because I didn't know how you guys would like it. But this is very delicious.
Oh,
It is
man.
really good.
Hey,
I'm not
fellas,
arguing that.
You know what was worth shots? And I hate that I wasn't with you when it happened. Our boy Aaron Judge hit his 60-second home run this week. He broke. Oh yeah. He broke
Cheers to that.
the AL record. And
Did you see the fan fall out of the stands trying to get the ball?
yeah, and can we talk about how the announcers just didn't even talk about it? They were so pumped about the ball.
Yeah.
Literally, a person fell. It could have been to their death.
It was funny because when you watch the replay, you just see the ball and then this guy just falls over.
I would sacrifice my life to catch
It
that
wasn't
ball.
even remotely close either.
Really?
He just falls over.
I would too because that ball's worth a lot of money.
No, it's actually worth $2 million. Someone has reached out to the guy that caught it and said, I'll give you $2 million for it.
So the question is, would you sell it?
Yeah, would y'all sell it?
Yes.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even think about it. That would be a cool moment, though. But the difference is, if you caught that ball, you would always have that memory in your head.
Yeah, well, you know what I would do? I'd say take it, but can Aaron Judge just sign a baseball for me? I wouldn't care that it's his home run baseball. I want to sign one by him, you know?
So let me give you a reason why I would sell it and why I wouldn't sell it. So why I would is at that moment, it's easier to trace like this is the ball, right?
That's right.
Once it starts changing hands, he hasn't signed it. You really don't have any proof that like this is the 60-second ball.
And the hype goes down. People stop caring about it in 5 years.
Well, it could be, and that would be my con to selling it right away is that if you held on to it, it could appreciate where the value of it goes up. But I think that the risk of holding on to it and then being like, well, how do I know this is the real ball? As opposed to like, it just happened, get rid of it.
Because the Yankees aren't going to authenticate it
Right,
because they want it.
right.
Is it the Yankees that offered him $2 million?
I don't-
It was an auction house.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Judge doesn't have the ball.
I can't believe they let the guy out of the park with it.
That's how it goes. I think that's the same with the Tom Brady touchdown pass when he broke the record. They were going to, he caught. What happened to it? Did he get the ball or something? What's the matter with you? Didn't he get a ball that Tom Brady bought back from him?
I think they got it back, but it's the fans' right to keep it. They don't have to give it back.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you can't. I think so. The 61st home run, they got the ball back in exchange for a signed jersey to the fan.
Right. I couldn't believe that New York. Well, it wasn't in New York. Maybe that's why the guy got to keep the ball. I can't believe they let him out of the park.
So the guy still has the ball at this moment?
Yes, the guy that caught the ball has the ball.
He declined $2 million.
Up to this point. It's been offered to him.
And they said it's on the table if he ever wants to sell it.
Right.
Here's the thing. $2 million is more money than we can spend in a lifetime. To a normal human being.
Yes.
That is life-changing money.
Yes.
How do you say no to that?
Maybe he has a good job. Maybe he's making money.
Come on. $2 million?
But it could be
The
a
man
thing
lives
of
in
like,
Texas. I don't think he's making that much money.
But it could be a thing of, if I hold on to this, it's only going to go up in value.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't sell it.
Here's the thing.
I mean, we would all sell it.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
think I
going to
would.
appreciate in value?
What
If the home run record gets broken next year?
What if he breaks it?
Exactly. The ball's worth next to nothing. Not nothing, but not near what his 63rd home run ball would be.
I could see a situation of like Judge gets busted for steroids or
Yeah.
that could make the value of it drop.
Listen,
But
that's exactly where I wanted to go with this conversation. So you would sell it. You would sell it?
I think that the
Money on the table.
the pros of selling it quick outweigh the cons of doing so. So yeah, I think I would sell it.
That is a 2 million % increase on your investment.
$2 million increase. But yeah.
I mean, you can't beat those odds. I mean,
So what, you spend $150, $200 on the ticket?
you know what? I'm going to put this into my own perspective.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant's my favorite sports player of all time. If he broke the scoring record with a free throw, threw the ball in the stands and I caught it, would I sell that for $2 million? That's the question.
You can't say that you like Kobe Bryant so much that having the ball is worth more than $2 million.
This is tough. It's not worth $2. You're right.
I can't think of anyone in anything like my most favorite guitarist. If he threw his guitar into the audience and I caught it, would I sell it for $2 million or would I keep it?
You're right.
I think I would sell it.
I would think I would sell the basketball too.
Yeah.
I think you're totally right. So yeah, I'd sell it. $2 million, no question. If they offered me $500,000, I would have sold it. You know?
Here's the question, though. Since it's to an auction house in a legitimate business, do you pay taxes on that?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you do.
You would pay taxes regardless.
So
Unless they handed you cash.
Under
Right.
the table, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're really only walking away with
Only. Yeah. Go ahead and say only.
But,
only 1.2 maybe million dollars.
If it was an individual to an individual, you could get away with selling it without taxes. But an auction house, any kind
They
of
would
business,
write that off.
they're absolutely going to record that
Yeah.
as a transaction.
no, but I'm saying, does that change your fact? It's not 2 million. It's like 1.1.
Again, say 1.2.
That's a lot less, though.
If you had to pay 40% on it, that would be $800,000 in taxes. So you would get 1.2. Yeah.
Again, no question I would sell that ball. When you were gone, I put it in perspective. What if Kobe Bryant broke the scoring record and threw his ball into the stands when he did
you
it?
would keep
and I
that
caught
ball.
Not
I
for
don't-
$2 million.
not for $2 million.
No, Jesse would take the money.
it? Yeah. Yeah. Although if he passed away and I still had it, I don't know.
That would be like 5 or 6 million.
I cannot believe Kobe Bryant's passed away.
But
I can't believe it. Bring
Yeah.
this up. Bring it
Bring
up.
it up.
Bring it up.
It is life-changing money, but you're still going to work your job. If you had $1.2 million,
Yeah,
you
you
would
can't
still
quit
have
working,
You would
though.
still
No, I'm
have
not
to
saying
work.
that. No,
So
of course.
you're still working. So
You'd have a hell of a retirement, though.
yeah,
That's right.
but it's also on
You know
the
how
other
many
side.
cabins we can buy with that money?
It's on the other side. Like, since it's not retirement money, like you can't retire. Do you try to see if it appreciates?
The ball?
Yeah.
I wouldn't take that risk for $2 million.
If it was signed and like dated, it's the verification.
That's the thing. They wouldn't verificate it. You know
Yeah.
that. I mean, and that's the thing. You can't even take it to an authentication company because they don't know if you caught that ball. Maybe you got it on camera, but they're not going to put their
Right.
name on the line for that.
You're right.
Yeah.
I would sell it.
There's no authenticating that ball unless it's that moment.
I would sell it and take a Jesse-sized vacation.
A $2 million vacation?
My cruise cost $720.
No, I'm
Tim.
saying I would take 2 weeks off. Jesse-sized vacation.
I'm not taking 2 weeks off for the cruise.
Not the cruise, but it's back-to-back vacations.
Would you just put it in an account and let it sit?
I would
No.
spend so much of that money, dude.
Would you
I wouldn't.
really?
I'd maybe take half of it and enjoy my life a little bit.
So vacation.
If you
Travel.
I'm not.
So
not
like
traveling
something
with that.
boring or something exciting? Like would you pay your house off and all
He
your...
would get the most expensive car he could get.
No.
GTR.
That's my guy. I would pay my house off and buy a GTR, and then
How-
I'll let
how much
Savannah,
are
I'll maybe let Savannah get a car.
How much are GTRs?
You can get a new one for like $120.
Okay.
It's
And
nothing.
He would take a 2 weeks off and just drive it all the way down. Just drive it. You would love to just drive that thing.
That would be my daily driver. I'd take it to work every day. You kidding?
You would not.
Yeah, I would.
In Forest Park.
He said no, you would
Yeah,
not.
there's security there.
I've worked at that place. You are not gonna drive that to your daily driver. Are you kidding me?
Right. Dude, someone drives a Lotus to work every day.
Really?
A driver he leases a Lotus, a lime green Lotus Elise.
You know, as the weeks go by, I just think I need to work for Brown.
Dude, this guy works 70 hours a week to pay for it, dude. You don't want to you don't want to do that. He pays so much money for that car.
How much are Lotuses?
I don't know, but they're tiny little freaking supercars.
What?
I don't know what
What company even makes those?
Lotus.
That's
I
the
don't know
name
who-
of the company?
Lotus. I don't know who owns Lotus.
I've never
but
heard that.
Lotus Elise. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Side tangent. I'd sell it. Now, have you guys heard all this stupid controversy going on now? Not about Aaron Judge, but how people are saying he's the home run person, he's the home run king, but he's not really.
Yeah.
But they're saying there's people, even including Stephen A.
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
He says it doesn't matter. He did it.
Right.
I watched so many videos on it today. How people are arguing, you know, there's an asterisk next to his ruling or whatever. So he never officially got proven that he took steroids. What happened was he got convicted, I think a year or two later maybe, and then they put off the trial for a year, and then in that year he pled a mistrial saying it was faulty information and stuff, and I think they let it go. They let it slide. They're just like, all right, we're not going to go to trial. So that's how he got away with it.
Okay.
But he absolutely took steroids. He hit 24 more home runs in that year alone than he has in any other year in his career. It spiked up dramatically. So it was so obvious. But people are still saying he's the home run king. Doesn't matter. Even though he cheated, doesn't matter. I think it's ridiculous. But also, there's like 4 people above Aaron Judge, not including Barry Bonds.
But that was
Sammy Sosa,
all
I think,
those
is
are
one of
during
them.
the steroid use.
They're all connected to steroids in one way or another.
Yeah.
So Aaron Judge is the clear, you can do it without steroids home run king. But the fact that he doesn't have the record, everybody's comparing him. And I'm like, so what? Like, he hit 62. Why are you guys...
Which is absurd. 62 is a lot.
It's an obnoxious... he has, 18 more than the next highest person? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's
So-
not even close.
I think it's more than 18, maybe.
I think it's 22.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to bury the fact that he's not the home run king. I'm like, let's just celebrate what he just did.
There's always haters.
Yeah. Always now, right? And no one was talking about it before he broke it.
That's right.
All of a sudden, he breaks the record. Now everyone's like, oh, but Barry Bonds,
Yeah.
Bonds. Nothing to celebrate here. It's obnoxious.
I
It's
will
really
say
annoying.
he's his own worst enemy because he's the only one who's going to break his own record because no one's going to come close. I think in our lifetime we'll never see someone else break a record like this. It's been that long.
It's been like 7 years, Tim. Barry Bonds.
No, I'm talking about since Maris.
Oh, Roger Maris. Oh, you mean in the AL?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
And if you think about in this group now, no one's even hitting 50.
Yeah, I don't even know what the next one is, but it's
42.
42?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're totally right. Here's another... Oh, what were we going to say?
42 is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
high.
average is like 25 to 30.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll see anybody else.
So he averaged 1 home run every third game. That's high, which is crazy, but that's crazy.
And he's been on a drought the last couple
Yeah.
of...
Yeah.
Couple of,
8 games and 9 games, I think.
yeah.
Something like
in
that.
between tying it and
Yeah.
breaking it, right? And he, so it's over. Isn't the season over
Yep.
now? So we're going into
Playoffs,
postseason.
Wild cards started today.
Tonight, yeah.
So they have a first round bye,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's awesome. So here's my question: do you think he's going to stay in New York?
I do.
I pray to God he does.
Here's what gives me optimism about the situation, because when you told me he denied a contract, kind of made me worry. He denied it before the season started. Offered him 218, I think it was, something like that.
He'll get more now.
He'll get more. One of the analysts I watched today said it's going to be at least 300. He said the number's going to start with 3.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, do the Yankees offer that?
Pay the man.
My opinion
He's
is
the face of the Yankees.
Not only that, they have
Exactly.
sold out every game since he's been on this home run deal.
my thing is of all the teams in the league, they have the money to pay Aaron Judge.
They do.
Yeah.
Any New York team is made of money. Even the Knicks are one of the highest, like salary cap teams in there. They suck.
Hell, these away games have been sold out
Right.
for people that are not even rooting for the Yankees, but they want to be
They
there
wanna see
for
it.
him.
So
That's right.
overall, the Yankees are the second most expensive sports team, not just baseball.
Yeah,
sports
exactly.
team
Exactly.
in history. They're valued at almost $6 billion.
Can I guess number one?
Everybody can.
Is it baseball? Basketball? It's football. Really? Don't tell me. Oh, okay.
You know who it is.
Do
Is it
I,
the
though?
Cowboys?
It's America's team.
I was going to say, I hope
Yeah.
it's not the Cowboys.
It's the
That's so
Cowboys.
stupid. Anyway, let's get back to this. So, I've heard 2 teams that could possibly make
Mets.
a run at him. The Mets are one of them. And then the Giants.
I don't think he'll leave. He won't.
They said there are already talks in sending him an offer, and he's from California. So, I don't know what that would do. But
Listen, Judge is the face of Yankees. He broke the record as a Yankee. Yankees are the best baseball team in history. He's going to stay with the Yankees.
They're going to keep him.
listen, I hope so. But I don't know. You never know. Stuff like that happens. Major players like that leave teams eventually, you know? They think they can make more money going somewhere else.
I don't think he will, though. And the only other reason I say that is because the Yankees overall can win a World Series. If he goes to the Giants, they're not going to win a World
What about
Series.
the Dodgers? What if they offer him money? What?
They're paying all their money to Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, they just paid Freddie Freeman all that money for winning. when he
Okay,
went
not
la-
just the Dodgers. Look at any other. What is he? The question is he chasing money or is he chasing a championship?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, once you're making $200 million, does it matter if you're making...
Because they know their value. That's the
So
problem.
if the Yankees win the World Series this year, he might leave. But if they don't win, I bet you he stays.
I think it's the opposite. If they win the World Series, they have more reason to keep him.
Or more money to
More
spend.
money. That's what I'm saying. The more, yeah, exactly. The more
He's
money.
going to be worth more if he wins the World Series.
Yeah.
I don't know. He'll stay. I think he'll stay.
I hope he does. And the guy said 60-40, he'll stay. But again, it's like at this point, I think it's whoever offers the most money. I really do. Because why would he decline $218 million to stay in the Yankees? You know,
He declined it because the Yankees are now going to offer him over 300. because
he didn't
of the
know
season.
that. He didn't know. He didn't
didn't
know he
know,
was going to
but-
have a historical season. He declined that money.
He didn't know.
At
But-
that point in his life, he was like, someone's going to pay me more. I'm going to go where I can get more money.
I think the agents have a lot to do with that too, where they know it's
they know
like,
they can
no,
hold out.
you're worth more than that. Hold out.
There's no one hotter in baseball than Aaron Judge. He'll get $320 million, $350 million.
He's the most sold jersey on Fanatics.
with no discount code.
There's no discount code working on that jersey.
The question is, are the Yankees going to have the balls to offer him as much money as
Yes.
he wants?
They'll have
I
the-
hope so.
They'll have the balls and the bills to be able
I
to.
hope so.
The Yankees.
That was a massive
I did
adjustment
read
over there.
that since the pandemic, the MLB has sold.
What's that ESPN notification you just
I
got?
don't know.
What is it? Aaron Judge accepts new contract?
Wild card series.
No one cares.
Padres and Mets.
So, that's what were you saying?
I forgot the Mets didn't win because they lost to the Braves 3 games in a row. What was I saying?
I couldn't tell you.
We were talking about Judge's possible
But what was I just saying?
contract.
Yeah, I don't know. I apologize.
You son of a.
Well, anyways,
way.
Tim should have his jersey by.
He has it.
I have
He
it.
has it. So next
Next
time we
week,
It's
record,
at my parents'
yep.
house. Yeah. I was saying the Yankees are worth almost $6 billion. If they can't afford $350 million, then
It's a
I don't
sick
know.
world. The
Um,
owners are. They think they
but
can make more money.
honestly, I like Aaron Judge a lot. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
think
I hope he stays.
I
do.
think he'll stay.
Yeah.
If he stays, I'm going to be a hardcore Yankees fan next year. I'm going to follow. I mean, I'm sold on Aaron Judge.
You gonna get a hat?
I have it on my Christmas list. So we'll see. A nice dark blue one. Though.
I am excited though to watch the Yankees playoff games with my grandma.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
So.
Listen, I have the whole afternoon blocked out. If we're hanging out, I want to
Yeah.
watch a game with her.
I'll be at my parents' house every day because
It's the Saturday morning we record. Do they play that day, the 22nd?
I don't know. But you're free to meet her too, Ash.
Okay.
Dude, you would love her.
Okay.
I would. She's enough to say clear your schedule because you're gonna have a good time. She's amazing. She's a little 5-foot ball of fire.
She's not 5 foot.
What is she?
She's like 4 foot on the bottom side.
Oh, 4 foot. That's like that's literally midget level.
I don't think you remember her. She's short. Anyway,
There's no
we'll
way
keep-
she's 4 feet.
We'll keep going on.
4 feet is legally a midget.
I said 4 foot on the bottom side. She's 4 foot and some inches.
Oh,
But she's on the bottom side of 4 foot.
Well, that I believe. Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, she's a little spitfire. You'll have a good time.
Hard accent.
She's so much fun. Should we talk about sports?
Yeah.
We have been talking
Can-
about sports.
Let's
Can
bring
we
up
talk about-
football
talk about sports?
and how I crushed
Tim dominated the picks this week.
the freaking Jets. Ruined my.
I thought
My
I
1
did pretty
o'clock.
good though.
No, you did great too. Just Tim did it like a game better, I think.
How
But
many
both
did
of
you
you
get right?
guys killed it.
I got 11.
We all did great, to be fair. I have 11 also,
I have 12.
which
Okay.
last night's game messed you up, Monday night's game messed you up, and then the Jets,
Wait,
right?
so I didn't get Monday or Thursday. What did you not get, Tim?
I didn't get the Jets or Monday or Thursday.
So you guessed the Seahawks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
He
was
got 8 out of 10 right.
So
Sunday
we
morning.
both guessed Lions.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Tim dominated. I even texted him later in Sunday, and I was like, Tim, I think you're on fire. And it's all because of the Jets. Dan loved that when I told him it was the Jets' fault.
It was eating me inside.
I know.
I would have been 10 for 10.
You did very good. Very good. We need to come up with some type of reward for that kind of stuff.
This is delicious.
It
Yeah, it
really is.
So what
It
about the
really
picks for
is.
next week? Should we go ahead and go over them?
Let's do it.
And I have a surprise for you guys.
Okay.
Dan made some picks. I have Dan picks for next
Does
Sunday.
that say DK picks?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Dan came over last night and he goes, I think I could pick a lot of these games. And I was like, circle them. So we have Dan's picks also. We're going to go over them next week.
All right.
See how good he did. So opening up Lions Packers 1 o'clock.
Patriots.
That's his Patriots.
You said Packers.
Let me take another sip of this Moscow Mule.
I'm picking
Tim, can you just go over these, please?
Yeah, let Tim lead.
Lions, Patriots. I'm picking the Patriots. Listen, I don't care what you say about last week's games. Zappy was actually amazing.
I'm very happy with him.
Amazing.
I'm very happy.
For a third string, Ash, what are you giving me that look for?
Yeah,
I think he's thinking.
no, I think you might be right because the Lions are that bad.
Oh, thanks.
But the Lions are that bad. But what's his face? The quarterback. He was on the Rams. Then he went to the Lions because they got Matthew Stafford. Whatever his name
Brady.
is, he is actually a good quarterback, and he's been putting up really good numbers. But I'm sticking with the Patriots. I'm going to pick the Patriots every week because that's my team.
What's his name again?
I don't know.
He's the white guy.
That narrows it down.
To every quarterback.
We'll come back to it.
What's his
All right.
number?
Giants and Packers. I actually think the Giants are going to win.
I'm going to pick the...
What? What?
You know it's in London.
The Packers barely beat.
This game is in London, FYI.
Oh, really?
This is the 9 o'clock a.m. game.
It didn't say that.
It's in London. Giants, Packers.
Tim's right.
London. 9 o'clock that morning. Who's going to watch it?
I'm going to
Sunday
be at
morning?
church.
I'm going to watch it Sunday morning.
I'll be in Atlanta, so we'll see.
Sunday morning?
This Sunday? Yeah, I'm going to be in Marietta.
Oh, he's vacation, Jesse. Don't even worry about him. He's going to be traveling, doing his thing.
All right.
Giants, Packers. I'm picking the Giants.
Yeah, I am too.
I think you guys are nuts. I'm going to pick the Packers.
Just remember who got
Packers.
more picks last week.
I agree with
It's
you.
all right. Let him be his own man.
Yeah, we'll let him be his own man.
Dan also picked the Packers.
Steelers at Bills.
Bills.
Who's stuttering now, my guy?
No.
Steelers.
There is no chance that the Steelers beat the Bills.
We're all in agreement there. Let's move on. Chargers, Browns.
Chargers.
Bears, Vikings.
I was not done with the Chargers Bears. I was saying just
It's the
Herbert
Browns.
is a man to behold. The quarterback is amazing. What did I say? What?
You said the Bears. There's too many teams that sound alike in the NFL.
Oh, I said the Bears?
I said Bears, Vikings, and you said, wait, I'm not done with the Chargers, Bears.
Oh.
It's because I said it. Cheers.
Justin Herbert is amazing, and I love watching him play. He's a great quarterback. Chargers are going to destroy the Browns.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Bears, Vikings. I'm picking the Vikings.
Ooh.
Same.
I'm going to go Bears.
You think they're due for a win?
Yep.
They looked embarrassing this year. The Vikings have been on fire.
Fields is not
Who's that?
the quarterback.
Justin
for
Fields.
for the Bears. Fields isn't looking that hot. I know he
Yeah.
was amazing in Ohio, but he's not playing like he was.
Seahawks, Saints.
I'm picking the Seahawks. The Saints look like garbage.
This was a coin toss, but I'm picking Saints only because they're a home team.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go Saints too.
You're going to be wrong, Tim. Dolphins.
Let's just skip this and circle the Dolphins. Let's just circle the Dolphins. Don't even say it.
I love that we laugh every time the Jets are playing a team. I feel so bad.
Oh,
Dan picked the Jets.
wait.
What?
Bold prediction. Ash, rise up.
You're picking the Falcons?
I'm picking the Falcons. I know Ash isn't even probably picking the Falcons.
I'll say this. If it was at Atlanta, I would pick Atlanta.
That would make no difference.
I think so.
No.
The Bucks have been awful.
They're
Have you-
awful.
Have you seen the Falcons home games?
No.
The stadium's half empty.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Have you seen the
We
Bucks?
should go to
though?
a game. Can
No.
we go to a game this year?
No, I know that the Bucks are.
They're garbage.
Yeah, because
They
Tom
are.
Brady's in the middle of a divorce. Apparently.
Yeah, I'm picking the Falcons. Rise up.
I'm going Falcons too.
Rise up.
Bucks. Titans, Commanders.
Titans.
Titans.
Yeah, let's move on. Texans, Jags.
Jags.
Me too.
Finally, we can agree on something.
I think he is not picking.
I'm going Jaguars.
Oh. All right, let's move on.
49ers.
I'm going to go Panthers.
Wow. I'm going forwards.
And Cowboys, Rams. I'm picking the Cowboys because the Rams have been playing like garbage.
Yeah, they haven't looked very good. But
Just-
it's in L.A.
I don't care. I don't care.
Dan put a note on this one. He says, "Rush going for 3 tutties, boys."
I'm going Rams.
I'm picking the Rams.
I'm going Cowboys.
All right.
FYI, Rush is on the Cowboys. He's the quarterback because
Yeah.
Dak Prescott. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Which
Um,
I'm surprised he's doing so good.
yeah.
Eagles, Commanders.
Eagles.
Nope.
That says Cardinals.
I'm picking the Eagles until they lose, just like I did with the Cowboys.
I'm going Cardinals.
Cards. Bengals, Ravens.
Ravens.
Bengals.
Even they're looking awful too.
Raiders at Chiefs.
Ravens aren't looking hot. They blew 2 21-point leads back to back.
Yeah, but they're better than the Bengals.
21-point leads back to back, double games they've lost.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I have no faith in the Ravens can hold a lead. Okay,
All right.
let's go.
Chargers,
Chiefs.
Raiders.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
You said Chargers, Raiders. That's Raiders at Chiefs.
Someone take the mic away from
I
me.
know.
Okay. And then Commanders are playing again on Thursday
And so are the Bears.
against the Bears.
I'm picking the Commanders.
We're back. Cheers. Get a picture of the Moscow Mule. We could talk about your movie.
Oh, you want to
We
do
didn't talk about your movie yet.
the movie pick?
Goodness.
So I'm actually curious for both of your perspectives of this movie. Ash, did you get to watch it last night?
Sure did. Let me tell you something. Let me get in the mic.
There you go.
Let me tell you. What are you pointing at?
I saw your notification. That you
Oh
texted
yeah,
Russ.
yeah, you did. Okay, so I watched the movie and I got to tell you, I was not expecting it to be so intense. The ending is actually, I've seen it parodied before, but I didn't realize that this was the movie that ending was from.
Okay.
Because basically everyone just dies.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everybody.
Yeah,
Almost.
yeah, except Wahlberg.
So we're talking about The Departed.
Yep.
We had to switch it up because the movie I picked 2 weeks ago,
What was the original movie?
The Lost Boys, it was on Netflix when I looked,
Mm-hmm.
but since then it was taken off because Netflix always cuts their movies and their whatever the heck. But I picked The Departed. It's on HBO. It's a good movie. Martin Scorsese directed it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's one of those early. It's back when the crime mob movies were big, and that was what was going on.
2006, I
Yeah,
think.
it was early 2000s.
Everybody had their take on a different type of mob movie.
Yeah. But this one was based in Boston. There was
Which is the Irish mob.
yes,
Different
It
than
was
normally.
It
Right.
was a story: good cop, bad cop, and
Was there a good cop, bad cop, though?
yeah,
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. But there was a ton of good actors and actresses.
Mm-hmm.
You know that actress, the
Mhm.
girlfriend is from
The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
She looked gorgeous.
yeah.
Which
yeah.
she was always been pretty.
Yeah, she
was gorgeous
yeah.
at that age.
Yeah, she was very pretty.
Yeah.
But Leonardo DiCaprio, Mark Wahlberg, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson.
You're missing one. The police chief.
I don't remember his name.
Alec Baldwin.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you know,
One of the
Baldwin.
biggest
And he had
actors
one of
ever.
the biggest lines in the movie.
What was it?
Okay, so
I don't remember
I
it.
enjoyed this movie.
Well,
He was talking to someone that works with the police force, and he's like, I need a cigarette. You want a cigarette? No, you don't smoke, do you? He's like, are you one of those healthy sons or something like that?
Yeah.
One of those healthy effers. I can't remember,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was really funny.
So I saw this movie about 5 years ago, and I haven't seen it since. And watching it again yesterday, because I watched the last minute because I had no time.
For real.
It was refreshing, and I actually enjoyed it. It did not feel like 2.5 hours. It felt very short. It was a good paced movie, and I still like it as much as I did back then, but I want to hear your guys' take because you guys, well, I know you don't like long movies, but I don't know how you feel about it. So you guys pick who goes first.
it didn't feel. I'll go ahead. It didn't feel like a long movie. I wouldn't. Although it was a long movie, I wouldn't categorize it as feeling like a long movie. I love mob movies. I have a certain affinity towards them, I guess. And I like when they take a different angle,
Yeah.
which this was definitely a different angle. Almost like the story was evenly split, if not leaning more towards the cop side of the mob movie, but also you find out that he's involved with the mob. Matt Damon's character. I think Jack Nicholson was excellent, which he usually is in his movies. I really liked his character that he played. He kind of played the typical Jack Nicholson character, you know? I really liked him. I love Jack Nicholson in any movie he does. I really like his persona, the way he approaches roles. Matt Damon, I think, acted really well. DiCaprio was always good. It's like a star-studded cast.
DiCaprio was excellent.
It really
he
is.
really was.
He was so good.
I mean, almost every actor. I mean, I say the weak out of all of those big names, the weakest I would say is Mark Wahlberg, but even him, he's an excellent actor.
And okay, so interesting point there. He's the one that won the Academy Award for acting.
In that movie?
Wahlberg.
No way.
Yes.
Out of all of those characters?
Yes.
Or was it like supporting?
Because I looked it
role
up.
Or something?
I was thinking DiCaprio has to have
Right.
won something for this. I thought DiCaprio and Damon, that DiCaprio was like way better than
Right.
Matt Damon's
I agree.
performance was. And maybe it's because DiCaprio's character was a little bit better. But yeah, Wahlberg won an Academy Award
That's
for that
amazing.
movie. Yeah.
Which he had the least screen time out of all of those big names.
Maybe it's because
Yes.
he's the one that is left standing in the end. I don't know. But
That's what doesn't make sense about the Academy. You never know how they choose.
yeah.
And he did great. I'm not taking away from Mark Wahlberg. I'm saying that all those other actors are that amazing.
Like when he's interviewing them in the beginning of
Yeah,
the movie,
he's just sitting in the back,
he's just
like-
yelling at him, calling
He's
him all
so
sorts of
good.
names.
and so fluent with what he spits out so many lines.
And
back to
isn't
back
he
to back
from
to back to back.
Boston originally? Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's specifically Boston, but he's from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
All of those guys are. Well, Matt Damon is.
Is he?
Yeah. So
There's that line Wahlberg has about the cameras being set up wrong.
Uh-huh.
He's like, "Who set these cameras up?" He's like, "Who are you? I'm the guy who's doing his job. You must be the other guy."
The other guy. I love that. Dude, I mean, seriously. And it's all great. I mean, Alec Baldwin, Academy Award winner. Matt Damon, Academy Award winner. DiCaprio. They're all amazing actors, but they're all so young in their careers.
Yeah. They look weird when you watch them young.
Mark Wahlberg
it's
looked
weird.
ridiculous with his
Yeah.
haircut and everything. He looks so stupid. But getting past all that, they're all great. The amount of twists in the movie are cool. I like how DiCaprio's character is so well. He hides his cop side of him so well that you forget that he's on their side until maybe 3/4 of the way into the movie when he's really talking with the cops at the same time as talking with Nicholson. You know, you forget because I think he's that good. He can flip that switch as an actor. You forget he's in on it, you know? So, I mean, overall, it was an awesome movie. I love mob movies. Even if it was the Irish Mob, I've never seen an Irish mob movie before. Maybe besides The Irishman, right? But that
was more just one person.
and that was
right?
more, that was more had to do with the unions and
Yeah.
stuff. But that wasn't. I almost don't consider that a mob movie.
Jesse's Alley. What's up, Jesse's Alley?
Yeah,
Union.
right. Teamsters. But it was really cool seeing that aspect of it. When the whatever position the guy was, when the guy fell off the roof and died, he got thrown off. I wasn't expecting that one bit. You know,
Splattered him right in front of DiCaprio.
Very shocking. So yeah, a lot of it was really cool. I love the movie.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna put it on my list of rewatches. I really, really like that movie.
before I get to Ashton, I want to say it's like up there, Martin Scorsese, like with his, like it's right under like Goodfellas and Casino for me.
Did he do Goodfellas also?
Yeah.
Goodfellas is my all-time mob movie. I haven't seen Casino, but I'd put Departed as maybe top 3 mob movies.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I can't think of any other ones besides Goodfellas, but very, very good pick. And it's always been one of those movies you hear about,
Yeah.
like one of those good classic movies, but I've never seen.
This is why we do this.
This is exactly why we do this. It takes up so much of our time, but I'm glad when we find a good movie.
Ashton, hit us with it.
Okay. It's almost like, where do you begin? So, like I said, I think DiCaprio's performance was just incredible. And he played someone that is struggling with demons. His facial expressions and like his outburst of violence, and even the way that he interacted with relationships. I thought it was interesting that I don't know who the woman is, what her name is, the actress, but the fact that DiCaprio was like the undercover guy that was troubled but was the cop, while Damon's character was the cop but he's actually the mole and she's caught dead in the middle of the two of them, like involved with both of them. And I thought a great line that she had that actually summed up my thoughts of DiCaprio's character in that movie. She says something like, the degree to which you're unsettled is concerning, or something like that. And then she says, are you really that way? And it's like, man, he does actually. I feel like by the time that Nicholson's character dies, and DiCaprio is in a sense freed from his undercover obligation, that it has taken such a toll on him that, it's almost like he has become what he was forced to take on. Like, yeah, so it's very heavy. The ending is crazy. And
did you see it coming at all?
I saw one of the three coming.
When DiCaprio gets killed, I was like, oh my goodness. Okay.
The first time I saw that, I didn't see him dying, but I saw the other one dying at the end.
Right.
Really?
Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him dying.
Really? Did you?
No, I didn't see that. The first holy crap was when Nicholson dies.
Yeah.
And it's revealed that like he's been undercover the entire time.
That's funny. I saw that coming.
With the FBI?
Wow. All three of us got different angles on this.
Yeah.
Well, that was the first one. The second one was DiCaprio dying. And then the third one was when it seems like Damon's going to get away with it, and he walks into that room, and there's Wahlberg standing there.
That I didn't see coming.
And he blows Damon's brains out. The fact that that movie ends on, I don't want to hear if y'all think that this is the better ending, but should Damon have been able to live and have to bear the moral weight of what all has happened? Or is it better that an eye for an eye, he gets killed in the end?
I think it's satisfying to see him die.
I thought it was too.
It's satisfying, but I also feel like normally his type of movies don't have satisfying endings. So I was shocked to see a satisfying finish. You were happy. You were like, yes, he did it. He killed him. That was it. That's why I wasn't expecting that one.
So do we have different reasonings on why we thought he killed him as to why he killed him? Or do you think he figured it out?
Oh.
No, I think Wahlberg did figure it out because the tapes that were recorded.
But they were never released, right? Because it was with the lawyer.
I think it was implied, though, that Wahlberg's character heard the tapes.
Okay. I wasn't sure
because it seems like he knew that Damon's character was the mole.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I didn't even think of this. I agree. If it's implied, then I agree with how it ended. But at the same time, you're right.
That they purposely leave it open, though.
It's one of those open for interpretations because he got let go from the force.
Yeah.
So he's
Before all that.
working outside of the law at that point. So if he kills him, he's facing criminal trial.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I think it's
But everything about it was clean. Wahlberg's character had gloves on and a gun with a silencer on it.
Even his shoes were covered.
Right.
and then he put the hood on when he left.
Right.
So first glance, it was a revenge story for me. He did it in revenge because he knew he was tied with him getting pushed off the roof or whatever. But he would only know that if he heard the tapes. He wouldn't just know that he was responsible for it.
I think he heard the tapes.
He must have heard the tapes. But how did he hear the tapes? He's also the head of an undercover unit.
The woman.
He's got ties.
I think the woman.
The woman.
Because the woman
The
never died.
gorgeous woman?
Yeah, she never died.
Well, yeah. You think she turned the tapes in?
Yes, she was pregnant too.
Oh, and she was in the same building. She worked with him.
I think she was pregnant with DiCaprio's baby.
100%.
Yeah.
I totally think that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I didn't like that she cheated. I didn't like that. She seemed like a loose cannon to me. She turned in the tapes, dude. Because she worked with the police unit
Right,
almost
she was a
directly
psychiatrist.
in the same building.
Right.
Yeah, but then that's against. Wait. It's not against her code if there's criminal intent. Wow.
It's pretty crazy when you
Pandora's
think about
box.
it. Yeah, when you think about it, all the things that can
didn't think of
unravel.
this.
You didn't even think about it.
It's because of Moscow Mules. Wow.
It's a great movie, though, and I think you guys could agree that it was.
Dude, I love this movie. Holy crap. That just made me love it even more thinking about the ending.
Goodness, this makes me ecstatic.
What's crazy is wow, this is awesome.
Ash, how much did you like this movie? Say it in the mic.
No, listen to him.
Rate it.
It is an A, and I would absolutely watch it again. I want to watch it again because I told Jess before we started recording, it's one of those movies where it ends and you say, huh.
Yeah.
I mean, it leaves you thinking.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm shocked that it ended with Mark Wahlberg shooting him and that ended the movie. I thought there would have been a tie-in.
Staring out at the view just as it began.
Yeah.
Just as it
Of the
began.
apartment.
Yeah.
So can I say something bold? I think that Scorsese's, if I'm saying that right, his overarching message here is that people are greedy and self-serving.
Who specifically in the movie you would think tied to that?
I think Damon's character absolutely is that way.
Is it self-serving though?
I think that at the end of the day, Damon was concerned about preserving his secrecy.
Yeah. Because he kept talking about did he see who he was following? Did he see who was under the hood? Did he see? Because remember DiCaprio was following him through the alley.
Yeah,
and he kept asking him if he saw anybody.
Is it self-serving though? He wasn't doing it for him the whole movie. He was doing it for Nicholson's character. Almost like it was family to him. Like he had a duty to do it.
I think it was half and half. I think it was for him because he was scared of him. But once he died, he kept trying to make himself.
Mm-hmm.
That in that point, I think was self-serving.
Especially when he shot him. That was a good scene.
Oh yeah, you're right. But even before that, I almost think like he felt like Jack Nicholson raised him, so it was like a family thing. Like he wanted to protect his father figure. He was a father figure.
Yes.
But then the father figure betrayed him by saying he's an FBI informant.
Right.
So maybe that flipped the switch for him.
But then he was asking, did he rat him to the FBI? Did he mention his name?
Yeah. So I think that's when the switch flipped, and he said, maybe it's just me. You can only trust yourself in that moment, which is what all mob movies come down to. You can only trust yourself. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm watching this again. I'm watching it again.
Don't make me fall over in my chair.
I mean,
Yeah, ironically, the first time I watched it was when we were all living together in the old house.
Really?
Yeah. I own it on
You watched
Blu-ray.
it alone?
Yeah, I watched it. I have it on Blu-ray.
Why didn't you tell me? I was down the hall.
Watched it on in the living room.
Interesting. Wow. I don't see a flaw in this movie.
Did y'all have any kind of feeling of pity for Damon's character when Nicholson basically tells him that he's been an FBI informant the entire time?
No.
No.
Did you?
I think it was difficult because of the way that Damon's character was written, but I did have to try to sympathize with, in a way, the man's entire world collapsed in who he saw Nicholson as. And then Nicholson tries to kill him, and he has to kill him, Nicholson.
Why do you think he tried to just kill him? He was already dying. Why would he want to try to kill him?
Because Damon knew the truth.
Yeah, but he's dying. Whether it's the truth or not, he's dead. He's not going to face any type of consequences. Why do you think he did that?
Yeah.
That shocked me more than anything in the movie when he shot at him.
You have any thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't thought about that scene. No.
I paused it there.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I didn't see why. Why would he do that? He's dying. What?
Well,
I
Matt
mean,
Damon betrayed him by bringing everybody to the warehouse
That's
where
true.
the deal was.
Right.
on accident.
No. He did it intentionally.
He did it on purpose.
Exactly, and that is the face that you make.
Because remember, he said, "I got the call. They're meeting at this warehouse. We
Yeah,
need
but
we
he-
need to just
but
stop
he warned
everybody
him.
from following him.
Yeah,
need to just
stop
come back."
everybody from following him. But
Jack Nicholson called him and said, "Take the people off my trail." He didn't say
Yeah.
anything else.
Then Matt Damon said okay and took him off the
and
trail.
he took him off the trail, and then he went to him.
Because he couldn't stop him. That would be too obvious. He couldn't stop him. Because they were still there with the cameras and everything. They were going there no matter what.
That was a
When he got shot, they were going there anyway.
So that would give more credence to my idea that Damon was acting in
He wanted
a
him to get caught.
self-serving way.
He wanted him to
Because
get
it's like, okay, if I act too far out of here to try to protect Nicholson,
because didn't Jack Nicholson help Matt Damon to get to the chief officer, whatever he was, the sergeant?
I don't think so.
No? Oh.
At least that wasn't implied. I mean, he went through the school and had the record.
I thought he did strings to
because
get
he
him
was like a sergeant or something.
to get him to the office job. But I don't know. I could be
I don't think
wrong.
it-
Okay.
I didn't get that. Did you?
Because he was trooper, and then he moved up in the
It's-
ranks.
Right.
It's because of his background. His background was so clean. That's why DiCaprio didn't get it, because his father was a known drug dealer or something. Or
Yeah.
That's why he didn't get it. I think he was so clean and so good in his class. I think Nicholson raised him to be like, listen, you need to get this position, so be flawless in everything you do to get here. I think that's how. I don't think he pulled strings.
Regardless, great
So-
movie.
What were we talking about? Wow. So you think it was Matt Damon was selfish to the latter half of the movie?
I think he was
You think
selfish
he
through the
wanted
whole
him to get
movie.
caught?
I think Matt Damon was probably out of all the characters, I disliked Matt Damon the most.
Oh,
even,
Yeah, I did too.
I
even
agree.
over Jack Nicholson.
As an actor, I hated him more than any other actor there.
Yeah,
But-
no, I did too. I didn't like his character, not necessarily because Damon
He was
bad
cocky
acting.
almost. Very cocky.
Yeah,
Now he's a good actor. You're right about that.
I think the way, especially the way that it all ends, you're just like, man, I'm glad that guy got
You
it.
didn't want him to get away with that.
Right.
I
I think
agree.
that ending was better than letting him live.
I think the fact that he got the office job and DiCaprio didn't, he held that over DiCaprio. He almost was like, I belong here and you don't. But really, DiCaprio almost belonged there.
even while
He wanted to be on the straight and narrow.
yeah,
his background
They were both
hurt him.
fighting, like Matt Damon was fighting demons with going back and forth, and DiCaprio was trying to stay.
He was
on the
trying to
straight,
clear himself. Yeah.
straight on the path,
And
even through all his undercover stuff. And then when he got out, and he figured out Matt Damon was the mole,
yeah.
he got out of there.
he lost it.
And all the way up to that point, they're right on each other's.
Mm-hmm.
Talking back and forth on the
Yeah,
phone,
right.
going back and forth after.
I love that moment when he called the phone for the first time.
and they both don't say anything.
and he hangs up.
Yeah, I like DiCaprio a lot in that movie.
That scene towards the end where he looks in the computer and sees it's him, and then leaves the room, and goes to look up his name, and then he sees the envelope on the desk and gets out of it. That whole
That
5
envelope
minutes,
on the desk. Yeah.
you're like, oh my god, what's about to happen right now?
Yeah.
And he gets out. You're like, thank God, get out of the office, go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
I grabbed my desk table next to my bed when that envelope was there. I was like,
Which it was so obviously laid out.
yeah.
Like no one in their right mind would leave it like that halfway under envelopes and everything, but it had to be done. Yeah, that was a cool scene.
That would have been a cool movie to see in a theater
Yeah,
for a crowd reaction,
yeah.
I bet there would have been parts where there would have been gasps and then everyone's silent and yeah.
Beautifully written, beautifully intertwined. I can never imagine writing a movie like that and knowing what angles to show, what side you're on, and truly what side you're on.
Right.
Because up until at least halfway through the movie, you don't know what side DiCaprio's on. Until you see him punch Mark Wahlberg's character in the face onto the bridge and be like, I'm going to lose my life over this.
Oh man, yeah.
That's when you know.
He had reached a breaking point.
Exactly.
At that part. I also liked when he was trying to convince his cousin, I think it was, that he was bad, like a bad dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But his acting was just so good in the whole movie.
Yeah.
The way that he was able to portray his struggle with that dark side of himself, you could see it in his face. I don't know how I'm sure makeup and lighting and cameras and all that has to do with it, but his expressions, like it really looked like someone that was that way.
It makes you really respect the art form.
Yeah, DiCaprio's nuts.
He's one of the best. He's
so
best
good.
actor of our generation.
Yeah.
One of the best.
But the word that I had at the end of the movie to describe it was dense. Like it's a dense movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much in it. But yeah, I want to watch it again too.
Hey, watch again.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, Tim, great pick, man.
Really, really good pick.
I'm shocked because it wasn't even my first pick. It was a whim pick because I saw it on HBO and I was like, I like this movie. I'm going to show these guys. And then I picked it and Jesse was like, can we stop picking 2 hour and 30-minute movies?
I think we need to talk about the length of these movies we pick, which helps because the next pick I have,
Ooh.
which leads into this, I don't believe is 2 hours long. And nobody knows this pick yet, and I'm excited for it. And I like the movie so much, I bought you guys each a copy.
What a guy.
I know I'm going to start giving away hints here. I know Tim's seen it before. Ashton, I don't believe you've seen it before. This is a style of movie and the two characters and specifically that I don't think has a big following in the South. Since I've been down here, since we moved here, nobody that I've brought this duo up to has ever heard of these people.
Okay.
Very, very, they're comedians. I have it I have it hidden here in the middle of the desk.
Big presentation.
It's a big presentation. I really like the movies that these two people have made are really, really big in my childhood growing up. Me and Tim specifically have watched these movies countless times. They've made countless movies, TV shows, whatever. It's in line with Halloween. There's a slight theme to Halloween, and it'll make sense. They're from New York. These two guys, they're two comedians. So that's I listen. I grew up on these movies. I really, really love these movies. Ashton, I think these movies are right up your alley. They're black and white, probably 1950s, I would say.
I know what he's talking about now.
50s,
Well, it's
60s.
not the Three Stooges.
But again, right up the alley of the Three Stooges. Do you like the Three Stooges?
Yes, I think it's something that the guy that played Kramer in Seinfeld really found inspiration from. But continue.
Who do you think? Is there a name?
Something like, it's not Elvis and Costello, but
Abbott and Costello.
Abbott
Abbott and
Costello.
Costello, my friend.
yeah.
Abbott and Costello
Bud
meet
Abbott and Lou
Frankenstein. Listen, Ashton, these movies are such a big part of growing up in my life, and Tim specifically. Do you know who is it? Your dad? You think that showed us?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Because I know my
He
parents
did.
know these people, but I think maybe your dad.
My dad
kinda
started buying all the
1948.
1948. Listen, this movie features the Universal monsters, the most famous ones:
Yep.
Frankenstein,
Looks like Dracula.
Dracula, and the Wolfman.
1 hour and 23 minutes.
Nice short film, comedy and horror, but again, it's like 1940s horror.
Ash,
love
these two have made probably 30 something movies, and this is just one of them.
Along with TV shows.
Ooh.
Listen, so these guys are from not Staten Island. They're from New York. Oh, man, Long Island maybe. I can't remember specifically. Maybe even Jersey. I hate that I don't know that off the top of my head. Really, really big comedic duo in the early days. They are so funny. Slapstick comedy at its finest, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
deal.
love this movie.
And
Ash.
if you enjoy this one, we'll just pick more. But I do own this, so you're going to have to return
I
this
know.
one.
He already owns it. They have a Blu-ray collection on Amazon that I have on my Christmas list right now for $100. I think 38 movies, maybe. All of their movies in one collection. I mean, they've made so many great movies. Ash.
38.
None of them are like half-assed. They're all like
They're based on vaudeville sketches from like the early 20s and 30s. And they basically bring them to the big screen. You know, they make movies out of them and stuff. I mean, they're like...
they follow no storyline too. Each one is just separate. They're all playing different characters in every movie, so everything's standalone.
Right.
Nice.
Man, I'm telling you, it's hard to oversell how much I love this movie. Because this movie, out of all of the Abbott and Costello movies, was the number one. I've always watched this. No matter what time of year, I've just always loved this movie. And, I mean, not just Abbott and Costello, but even the Universal monsters, the characters who play them like they're playing the monsters. I mean, they're awesome. You know, the Wolfman... Dracula, Frankenstein, they're great characters. So I really, really think you're going to like this movie a lot.
Sweet.
I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'll watch it tomorrow.
Lighthearted.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Really? I'm going to have to watch it tomorrow because
my
I'm
off
leaving.
day.
I'm going to have to watch it. But lighthearted comedy along the lines of Halloween because we are in October. I'm really excited to see your opinion on it specifically.
Yeah, cool.
I'm looking forward to it.
I feel like this will be a a free and easy
Yeah.
breath of fresh
Yeah.
air after The Departed.
Not a lot of notes need to be taken on this movie. Yeah,
Oh, man.
I'm really looking
Awesome.
forward to it, man.
Okay,
and
cool.
you keep that. That's for you.
What a guy.
Yeah, it needs to be in your collection.
What a guy.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I love Abbott and Costello. Me and Tim always talk about going back when we hang out again, watching like a movie or something. We just never get to it. But this is a reason where we need to watch it, and I think you're gonna enjoy it.
Okay.
For the future, though, I do own 4 different of their movies on Blu-ray, so if you pick another one, just...
Which ones? Can I wait? What you own? Your dad owns all of them.
No, but I bought 4 of these.
Let me guess them.
Individually.
Let me guess them. Africa,
No.
Naughty 90s,
No.
Hit the Road. Is that one of them?
Hit the Ice?
Hit the
No.
Ice. Boris Karloff.
No.
In Society.
No.
What do you own?
So it's their most...
33 more.
It's the most popular ones. It's this one, the
Mummy.
The Invisible Man,
The Mummy?
Meet the Mummy, and I don't remember the 4th one.
Interesting.
But the Invisible Man, Meet the Mummy, and this one are all great.
Yeah, I'll return that one. We don't need that in my life. Yeah. And I was about to say Bride of Frankenstein isn't, but she's not. It's just the woman. Yeah, I'm Ash. I'm really looking forward to seeing your opinion on
Yeah,
this.
we've never met anybody besides us two who's seen these.
Literally
So-
nobody have even heard of Abbott and Costello down
They
here.
are before our time though, so it's fair.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm excited about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
so I think that we're done with the movies. We should switch over to video game talk.
Oh, my favorite part of the episode.
Uh-oh.
Any of you guys played Overwatch yet?
No.
I didn't
No.
think so. I have.
You haven't played?
I've bought it, but I haven't been able to play it.
You didn't even try to play it at all this whole week?
We tried on Tuesday.
We tried
well,
on
I know
Tuesday.
you guys tried on Tuesday, but
I didn't get home until 10 o'clock on Wednesday night, and then
yeah,
when I
practice, right?
and then when I got home yesterday, I just had too much to do.
Watching The Departed.
So I haven't been able to play it yet. I think today was the first time Jesse's been able to jump in and actually play without any kind of server issues, or they actually have all the content syncing over the way that it's supposed to. I feel like the man can tell you better, but yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want to monopolize this conversation. I don't want to be the only one to even out the pumpkin. So Overwatch 2 came out. Cheers.
Stop making a face.
I got it on my tongue. I got to taste it for once. That was good.
Is it good?
That's good. So Overwatch 2 comes out after maybe 2 years from initial announcement?
Yes.
Probably
You
almost
seem
3.
stressed.
It's probably almost 3.
Maybe.
I need you guys to watch that Seagull video that I sent you guys. You guys
I'm going to still give
will
it time.
appreciate that video.
So it's finally come out, and I have a lot of thoughts on it. Opening day. Let's just start with opening day. So Ashton planned on spending the night, Tuesday night. We were going to pre-download the game when we get off of work, put a couple hours into it, hypothetically. See how the game works. Both of us are really big into Overwatch. Ashton has been in it far longer than I have. Even you. You used to be a big Overwatch guy, right, Tim?
Yeah, Tim's OG.
Yeah.
So Ashton's got, how many hours do you think you have in that Overwatch 1?
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000. Tim, you probably got close to that, honestly.
I probably have 600-700 over all platforms.
Yeah.
I have
So we're-
500 hours as Mercy.
And Mercy alone, which is more than what I have total.
So bad.
So we all have a decent opinion on the game. We've enjoyed it from time to time, but it's finally come out. Opening night. We can't log into the game. There's server issues. They come out and say they've been DDoS attacked. We can believe that or not. We couldn't play the game that night, basically. I was able to get in and play maybe 5 minutes and then got kicked.
Right.
So didn't even complete a match.
Did not
Nope.
complete a match. For the first 2 days, mind you.
Did you try every day?
I did.
when you woke up or
So Wednesday
whatever?
night I played. No, Wednesday morning
You got up and you were able to play a little bit.
I played a
'cause
little
you
bit
texted
Wednesday
me.
morning.
Yeah.
So hypothetically, they fixed the issues on Wednesday. Wednesday evening, I could not jump in.
You got lucky because they got hacked again on Wednesday.
So that may be what happened. I played Wednesday morning. I played maybe 1 to 2 matches, maybe. I did get kicked Wednesday morning. I could not play Wednesday night. I don't think I was able to get in I played last night. Last night, so it took them 2 days to finally get everything figured out. I played last night. Long story short, when you're not getting kicked, the game's fun. And I made a whole pros and cons list to kind of narrow it down so I can kind of figure out how I want to talk this out. So I'll go in order. I'll get the pros out of the way. The game is ridiculously fun when you're not getting kicked. And as of today, this morning I played 2.5 hours before work. Did not get kicked once. No issues. So I'm hoping at this point the issue is resolved. Did not get kicked. The Battle Pass model, I like the Battle Pass model. I've always been a fan of Battle Pass. It gives you a reason to play every day. It gives you a reason to strive for that next level because you're going to unlock a gun or a skin or what have you. I like the Battle Pass model. So far, I think they've done it right. But again, I'm only 3 days in. Cross progression works. They go out of their way to say, hey, we linked your Battle.net account. It shows you a pending or approved. My account's approved. So when I logged in this morning, it said, hey, this account has been linked to your PS4. If this is you, hold down the button for 5 seconds. That means you're approved. Held it down, linked across the board. So what it did was it brought over all of my old progression from Overwatch 1, which I didn't think was going to happen. So that's really cool. They brought over the skins, the gold guns, your hours of play, everything brought over, which I think was really, really cool of them. I didn't think that was going to happen, at least for months, until they got to it eventually. Another good point is there's no bugs when you're playing the game. There's never glitches. There's never any type of mishaps while you're playing. I think when they put out a game when you're not getting kicked, it's a polished game.
Overwatch 1 was that way too, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wasn't opening day. I think both of you guys were opening day. Were you opening day, Tim? Maybe Ashton. Nobody was.
I was first month.
Okay.
Not opening day.
So that's one thing that Ashton even pointed out to me, even when we were playing later, like in Overwatch 1 a couple years in, and I was complaining about it. He goes, well, you can't take this away from them. When they put out a game, it's polished. It's not necessarily balanced, because it's definitely not balanced right now. But there's no glitches. There's no lags.
No frame drops. Like
Exactly.
If there's issues, it's your internet connection.
Exactly. That's what I like about the game. Yeah, exactly. What's really so another thing they added this game is there's challenges now.
Right?
So there's dailies and then there's weeklies and stuff like that. There's character-based challenges.
Like quests?
Exactly.
Like complete
Like this
certain
morning I
amount?
had 4 dailies.
Okay.
One of them was complete 3 quick play matches. Another one was getting a certain amount of kills and
Just
what
for
have
the
you.
pass?
Yeah. So that helps you progress the pass. If you pay attention to those dailies, I think you'll be fine. I love challenges because it gives you you're not just playing the game to play it. It gives you a reason to be like, hey, if I play one more game, I get 5,000 XP.
Mm-hmm.
It'll get me, to the next level. I love that about games. That's how I get hooked in Brawl Stars, So that's new. I really like that a lot. The last thing that I'll say, Orisa has been reworked. She is fantastic. I love Orisa. She's got a really cool rework. She's got a javelin that you throw now. And if you get a kill when you hit the person with the javelin, it takes them with it. It's really cool. Wait till you play her. She's awesome. She gets unlimited ammo, but you got to recharge it. So you can hold it down for 15 seconds and then you got to recharge it.
Mm.
She doesn't have the shield anymore, which I don't like. But she's a lot of fun. She doesn't slow down while you're shooting. She keeps her speed. Overall, those are all the pros. The cons, and there's just very few. Opening day was a disaster. You can't take that away from them. They needed a clean launch, and they didn't get it. There's been a lot of back talk about them for a long time. They did not have a smooth launch. There's still server issues, but not as major as day one, but you're still getting kicked. I got kicked. Last night was the last time I got kicked. Today, I played a couple hours, didn't get kicked. The Battle Pass, to be honest, at first, I thought it was going to take forever, but I'm at almost level 9, and I'm only an hour of gameplay.
Mm.
So, which is not bad, because you go to level 80. So, hypothetically, without challenges, maybe 15 to 20 hours of gameplay, you can probably complete the Battle Pass. And I don't know if the levels extend later in the Battle Pass. So that I don't know. Right now, it's 10,000 XP per level. I just unlocked competitive, so that may make it go quicker. They did fix that also. At first, you couldn't play competitive until you had 50 hours in of gameplay. But since it carried over your past progressions from Overwatch 1, it unlocked competitive for me, which I like because at first I was like, man, I've put at least 200 hours into this game. I should be able to play competitive day one. So now that they fixed that, I don't have that as a complaint anymore. I like, and I think you talked about this, right? You like that you have to have at least 50 wins in quick play to go competitive, right? You like that idea?
Yeah. Because it keeps people that shouldn't be in competitive out of competitive.
Right. And at first I didn't like it, and then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I like that idea a lot. Yeah, I don't want you to jump right into competitive day one, you know? And all other cons have been fixed because at first it was you can't skip the tutorial, but now that it carried over our old progression, you can probably skip the tutorial. You probably won't even have to play tutorial.
I hope not. I don't need Soldier to tell me how to run.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the decision to get rid of loot boxes, and now you have to buy skins that are not included in the battle pass.
I want to know your opinion.
So I like that they've gotten rid of loot boxes, but
I'm really thirsty.
I don't like that you can't grind currency to buy the skins with. Based on what you've told me, you just have to shell out the most powerful card, which is your debit card.
Bingo.
In order to get the skins you want.
So you like... okay, so let's try to compartmentalize this. Do you like or not like that there's no loot boxes?
I like that because we were having to shell out $40 per event for 50 boxes to maybe get the skin that we wanted. And if not, you either had to pay 3,000 gold, which took $40 to get that much gold, or you just have to bide your time until the following year's anniversary event when you can buy it for 1,000 gold. So I like that, but I don't like that they were just like, well, instead of you... I mean, it's a more direct method where now you just pay the money and you can get what you want, but it removes the... If it's purely just you giving them money to buy the skin, it removes the motivation of...
The excitement.
Yeah.
It removes
It's like
the
I
excitement
grinded really hard to get this golden weapon, and it's a status thing to show off of like, I've grinded competitive long enough to where I've earned this golden weapon. You can't do that with skins.
Well, now, do you think there's... This I don't know. Do you think it's still going to be 3,000 competitive points?
I hope not, but...
What would you prefer? To be honest, I liked it.
It's just so hard if you're not someone that plays the game constantly. And if you're someone like us that gets stuck in gold.
And that's true, but also I have 3 at this point.
Yeah, but how many hours have you put in?
I'm probably half what you have.
Yes, but you play competitive a lot more than I do.
That's true.
The times that I've played alone, I just play AI or
Yeah.
quick play because I don't want to get worked up.
Yeah, and that's true. But of all the things in that game, I want the golden gun to be the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a balancing act of like how hard do you make it versus. Yeah, no. That is the status item. I mean, it shows people that you're grinding competitive hard enough to where. I think my complaint with it is that you can play 7 matches in competitive and you can actually lose all of them and you get nothing. So maybe make it where you still get the 10 competitive points for a win, the 5 for a draw, and maybe 3 for a loss or something like that.
You need something.
Right.
You're totally right about that. But what I would say is, what would you lower the competitive points to get a golden gun?
Maybe now that I think about it, the way that you just put it, of it being exclusive and something to grind towards. I mean, that is the reason why you play competitive.
Because we've played so many matches before. And when you notice a golden hammer Reinhardt, I come over and look at it with you.
Yeah.
Because you're like, this guy's good at Reinhardt.
Right, exactly. You assume that person knows what they're doing.
I would rather them overshoot the fact that it's harder to get than to undershoot. You know what I mean?
I'm with you. Yeah. You don't want to cheapen it to where, yeah.
You know they play that character enough that they want to see that golden gun, so they put arguably 50 hours of gameplay maybe into getting that gold gun. They're going to choose that wisely. I mean, we've been to the point where we have enough and we wait a month or two before we decide who we want to put a gold gun to.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, so maybe keep it at 3,000, but at least award something for losses. Like, because if you did 3 competitive points per loss, you would have to lose 1,000 matches to get 3,000.
And you can waste a half hour of your life and lose a game and get nothing. Same with the draw. You can waste 30 minutes draw and get nothing to show for it.
That's another downside, is that you can play a match that lasts 30 or 45 minutes.
And get nothing out of it.
If you're a working adult, you just don't have that kind of time, man.
Right. You're totally right. So, okay, now let me ask you this. Would you prefer, because this is my stance on this, I like that you can basically buy whatever you want with your own money, but I also want the option to buy loot boxes. Would you prefer that they still had loot boxes and being able to just put $40 in, get a certain amount of gold, and buy whatever you want? Because if you get loot boxes like in the old model, you still get gold out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of, I'm going to be honest, if I see a skin in the shop for hypothetically $20 worth of gold, I would rather buy $20 worth of gold boxes and try to get it. You don't think so?
I'm the opposite.
You're the opposite.
Because I wouldn't get it. Imagine the feeling of saying, okay, I'll roll the dice and spend $20, and you do that, and then you don't get it.
But you hypothetically get 3 other legendary skins. I mean, yes, that you don't want.
That are May, Doomfist, and Sigma.
Yes.
You're thinking, just get me out of this game as quickly as possible.
My stance is,
I'm pulling out.
Here's what I think they did. They heard the amount of complaints against loot boxes, so they said, hey, you're getting no loot boxes now. I think that was too far of a cutback.
Well, in other countries, I know that this happened in Europe, they were actually having lawsuits filed against them for gambling.
You think that had something to do with it, though?
I mean, it would eliminate the headache. But it's... so many other games are the same way. Man, the Assassin's Creed Valhalla, they have all these skin packs and item packs for your village that you can decorate things with, and you basically just put in the debit card and buy what you want rather than trying to win loot boxes.
But here's the thing, we're never going to have that moment again of Christmas coming around and we put in $40 and we open 50 loot boxes.
Yeah.
We're never going to have that moment again.
Yeah, I think you enjoy the mystery of rolling the dice and seeing what you get.
You don't?
Not as much. I mean, it's fun when I'm with you, but on my own, I don't enjoy taking risks. I would rather just pay the money and guaranteed get the... It's like someone saying, here, I'll give you $10 or you can flip this coin, and if it's heads, I'll double your money, but if it's tails, you don't get anything, right? It's like, I'll just take the money every time. I won't flip the coin.
Yeah. Gambling's in my blood. I think that's why. I want the option, which I guess is the best of both worlds, and I'm not going to get that. I don't like that. Overwatch was built on loot boxes. You think of loot boxes, and it's Overwatch,
you know,
which no one loves. I liked it. I like the idea of, on the game's perspective, saying, this is a gamble. You know this is a gamble, but do it if you want. And then me on my side, I'm like, yeah, I'll give you $20. Let's see what I get, you know? and having those events come around and be like, yeah, I'm going to throw in $20. We'll see how many Christmas skins I can get.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of getting a couple Christmas skins if I don't get the one I want. I'm still getting some.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm trying to have my, what is it, have my cake and eat it too? Is that what it is? I want both. And I guess I can't choose that. I find it really hard to come to terms with that they took away loot boxes completely because that's what they built their model on. But they're just following every other model in the gaming sphere right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, buy whatever you want, man.
Yep.
So I don't know. I find it harder to put $20 into a video game and then just buy a skin, one skin for $20, because that's what they equals to. 2,000 gold coins is $20, I think, and a gold skin is 1,900, which I don't like that they did that.
Yeah.
1,900.
That's
It's
a
like you save
rip-off.
100 coins, you know. So, worst case scenario, they should have put gold coins in the battle pass. They should have put some type of currency in the battle pass. You get nothing. You have to buy whatever you want. You know? So it's good and bad. I don't know. That's a long tangent way of saying that there's a good and a bad side to only being able to buy stuff that you want. So, but all of that set aside, man, and I'm curious to see how Tim thinks about it because he's very silent on this conversation. Listen, Tim, look at me in the eyes. All things set aside, the game is so much fun to play. I think once they get rid of their server issues, I think the game is so much fun to play. I truly do.
So you like Overwatch?
I do. If I can separate all the issues they've had, and I'm gonna, you know what, with all of their back history, I'm gonna give them a pass. I think the game is so much fun. I'm willing to give them a pass.
So,
that's my number one point. Is the game is so much fun when you're not getting kicked. I love the game. I really do.
So let me ask you this. If they just updated the game, didn't call it Overwatch 2, they just did an update, rework, is there anything different?
See, that's the thing. They should have done that.
Just call it Overwatch.
They should have done that. But here's the thing. You didn't have... What me and Ashton did was we spent $40 to basically get some gold coins. You didn't have to do that. I love the fact that they made it free to play. You didn't have to do that. That's what they should have done day one. We're reworking the game, but it's free to play.
I think they had to do it free to play because no one would have bought it.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. Well,
But-
me and Ashton would have, I think.
Yeah,
He's shaking his
but
head, yes.
there's just a special kind of person who sticks with Blizzard.
No, but listen, this is what they did, though. They made it free. They made it free. So, again, you can't... Whether they waited until the 11th hour to do that or not, they made it free to play.
Yeah, you're right.
So what's stopping you from downloading it and just trying it out? A game that you used to love. You have no skin in the game.
I'm over it.
Overwatch?
Vacation Jesse's out, Ashton.
Oh my!
He's out.
This is what happens when you sit in the executive chair.
It is.
You bang on desks.
I've been talking way too much. You guys go.
You're the only one that's played the game.
Yeah, that's true.
What's crazy is, after 3 days of going over this, I've only have 1 hour of gameplay, because that's all I can actually put into it.
Mm.
It's only showing like an hour.
I'll say it's ridiculous that a big company like Blizzard can't get a launch figured out.
Purchased by Microsoft, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Activision Blizzard has been purchased.
Yes.
Purchased.
Yes, by Microsoft. Microsoft owns Blizzard. And they can't get something figured out as easy as a launch game. And realistically, it's not even a launch game. It's the same game.
That's right.
You just changed it to Overwatch 2, a different number, and then you made it free to play.
Yep.
But the funny thing is, no one who didn't play Overwatch is playing Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
It's the same people. So really, you just made them have a headache and had them waste their time trying to play Overwatch 2 because you shut down Overwatch servers for no reason. Yeah, I don't want to give them any time of day. I won't give them any time at all.
Hey, so since Jesse stepped away, any updates on the Switch?
No.
No?
If I'm being honest with you, my bank account doesn't look like it wants to buy a Switch.
Man, ain't Christmas coming up?
Yeah,
I know.
but I'm gonna let that be a game time decision on November 4th
Okay.
on Friday. Yeah,
If you're serious about that, I am going to give one of the two of you money.
yeah.
Because I want one of those.
I'm gonna let you guys know. We'll see if Jesse makes it this far into the podcast and here's what I had to say.
He will. He'll listen to all of it.
He'll listen to all of it.
It'll be when he gets back
It's
from
so
vacation
tough.
and at work. But
It's so tough because it's right near, like you said, Christmas time. And I've just been focused on buying other people things.
I came back from the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even paid the credit card bills from that yet. And I looked at the bank account. I was like, how did that happen?
Future Ashton's problem.
Did I?
I'm sure those books look good on your bookshelf, though.
When did we start talking about the cabin?
We're not. We're talking about financial woes.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. Still there.
Listen, you never sent us a picture of your books all over the floor because there's no room on the bookshelf.
Yeah, that's right.
You said it's a disaster.
I'll do it tonight.
You're going home tonight?
We're both
Yes,
going
I'm going
home tonight.
I know.
This poor man's got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, but I don't
know
mind.
how you do it.
I'm a workaholic.
So where'd you guys leave off?
It depends where you want to start.
Where'd you end with Overwatch?
We finished Overwatch when you left.
Oh, that's fine. That makes sense.
Basically, Tim said he's not giving them any more money.
You don't have
I
to.
told him I understood, and then I asked him for an update on his Switch. He said it's going to be a game time decision on November the 4th.
Oh, come on, dude. Why
knew-
do you do this to
I knew he
yourself?
was gonna do that.
It's so stupid.
I wish you would have let it just go until you heard it on
Yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's why do you do this to yourself, man?
It's just back and forth.
Why? Can you just make a choice and run with it?
I can't.
Jesus.
I can't make a choice and run with it.
You. All right. I'm not even gonna try because I'm not gonna change your mind.
I didn't say no. I said a game time decision.
It means no. I know you, Tim. 26 years. I know you. A maybe means no.
I didn't say maybe.
A game time decision is a maybe. That's exactly what it is. You've pissed me off.
Courtesy of Ashton.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, you're ridiculous. Are you, Ash, you still buying day one? Over at least Pokemon?
The game? Yes.
What about the Switch?
I told him that I'm going to Apple Pay one of the two of you if y'all go on the 4th.
Yeah. I can't believe you're backing out already. We time-stamped it.
Yeah.
It's stamped in time. You know that, right? You can't back out on a timestamp.
I can't.
No.
So that means you can't back out on timestamps, right?
It's already. I'm already pre-ordered.
Oh.
The money's sitting in that desk right now. It's already paid for.
I
I can't believe you. You know what? I can believe it because I know you.
Yeah.
God, you're.
I don't know why you're surprised.
I'm not, but I am.
Listen, game time decision.
I don't like you.
November 3rd. I'll let you guys know.
What day is November 3rd? Oh, it's a Thursday.
Thursday.
Dang it. So we're gonna know the week of.
Yeah.
Ah, you're the worst. It's a month away. Almost exactly a month away.
Just under a month.
Hey, can you talk about this Disney game every 6 months thing that you made a note about?
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
So I heard it in a podcast. Disney's goal is to put out some form of a Star Wars game every 6 months. Not necessarily AAA, but a form of a Star Wars game every 6 months.
Like on a console?
Not just console, mobile, what have you. You don't care because you don't even like Star Wars.
I don't hate Star Wars.
I feel the same way.
I don't dislike Star Wars. I just dislike anything but the original trilogy.
Do you guys mind if I make a bold statement?
Sure,
Go
go
for it.
ahead.
Knowing me, as you can see around the room, I'm a fan of a certain franchise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting tired of Star Wars.
Yep.
Who isn't?
I think Disney is destroying the brand.
Yes, that's exactly what they do.
They are milking it for all it's worth. And you guys know me more than most. I'm a hardcore Star Wars fan. I am getting tired of Star Wars. Imagine just like a passive fan.
Yeah.
It's becoming just another franchise at this point.
They've done the exact same thing with Marvel.
Yes.
Like, who genuinely gets excited about the new Marvel TV show or movie now?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Kids. And that's the problem. Their market is children. And they will keep pumping out more and more movies and TV shows because children keep eating it up. And kids and parents will have Disney Plus on in the background 24/7 at their home.
Yeah. Never in my lifetime did I think they would make Star Wars TV shows, much less 14 different Star Wars TV shows. Mandalorian, Boba Fett. Which one is it? Boba Fett?
Yeah, and Andor, Bad Batch, Rebels, Clone Wars. The list goes on.
And then we could just leave episodes 7, 8, and 9 all the way.
Here's what I
out
like.
The door.
Right when they announced Mandalorian, the TV show, it was the first TV show. I thought, this is unbelievable. We get to see a weekly episodic version of Star Wars. This is what I've been wanting for a long time. Now that 7 different TV shows have been released about 2 years later, maybe 3 years, I'm tired of it.
Oh, and what's his face? Obi-Wan. They did that TV show too.
That was an excellent TV show. That was an excellent TV show. And that's the thing. Mandalorian was excellent. Boba Fett was meh. Obi-Wan was excellent. All the animated, I don't like them. Navarro really likes them.
And they did shorts too, right?
Yes, which those are kind of cool. But what I like about those is it's different artists taking each episode and making it their own. So I almost don't, it's not canon.
So what do you dislike right now then?
There's way too much. It used to be special. You know, in 77 when they announced it broke the world. People were like, oh my gosh, what is this? This is amazing. I want to see more of it. 3 years later, they had a second movie. Amazing. We want to see more. 3 years later, they put out episode 6. Hit or miss. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people do. I like the movie personally. 30 years later, maybe 20 years, they announce the prequels. Whether you like them or not, it was more Star Wars. Then I think 06 maybe was episode 3, maybe. Is that about right? Somewhere in that era. Then again, you wait a couple more years. Disney's like, hey, we acquired Star Wars. We're putting out more movies. Then the ball got rolling. Now it's just another movie coming out. Another TV show.
Yeah, when you hear Star Wars, you're like, oh, okay.
And
another one.
It's hard to put in. You're ridiculous. And that's true, man. It's so true. It's just another TV show that's getting put on the internet, man. Star Wars isn't special anymore. It's not this white whale of what the heck is this movie about?
Mm-hmm.
Let me say. Now it's everything about everyone. I don't like it anymore, dude. I haven't seen the last couple TV shows because I'm just tired of it. And I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
You know what I feel like is going to come next, like Star Wars, is Lord of the Rings. I feel like they're going to just pump that
Absolutely.
out.
Absolutely.
I would be shocked if they didn't start making more movies.
And this is the problem. It's the era of, and I watched a interview actually with Matt Damon, believe it or not. He said the cost to make a movie nowadays you can't just come out with a new IP and make a movie because it costs so much money these days. The only way that you can do it is with the backing of a previous IP that you know there's fans. So that's the danger of it now. Back in the day, maybe in the early 2000s, you can make a movie and take the risk of losing money because you'll make that money back with DVD sales and Blu-ray sales. Nowadays, it's all streaming, so there's no back end money coming in, no revenue stream. So I think that's what it is now. It's the era of remakes. It's the era of reissues. You're just taking old IPs and making new movies out of it because you know, even if it's a flop, the original fans are going to go see it. So I think that's what it is. It's a safe bet now, which isn't fun anymore. It's not exciting. There's nothing new exciting coming out in the Star Wars world. And for that matter, in any other aspect of like reissues. Same with Jurassic World, man. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it.
Jurassic Park is amazing, and they had to ruin it with that BS. I didn't even see past the first one.
I didn't either.
Horrible.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not one, you know me, I'm not one for being a critic, but I'm just sick of them taking something that I grew up on being special and loving and giving me way too information on it.
Yep.
Or how about all the Disney live action movies they're remaking because the cartoons.
If I could curse for a minute.
Hey, you can bleep it out.
Screw those shows. I cannot stand a live action. I haven't seen live action Aladdin.
Lion King.
I only saw Lion King because Savannah's family wanted to go see it and I saw it with them. I'm not seeing Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the actor. I don't care about all of that. I don't want to see a classic that I love get remade.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
You don't want to see Will Smith as the genie?
No. No.
Me neither.
I get it from a corporate standpoint. But as a fan, I think it's stupid. And I hate that fans are still going to see it because they're supporting it and the corporate's seeing that and they're saying, yeah, this is working. Let's keep doing it.
Yeah.
I'm done with my rant. I'm on vacation.
Vacation Jesse. Yeah, I agree though.
Where did that start? Disney. They're coming out with a game every 6 months, which there's 2 games coming out that I am looking forward to because they're AAA titles.
Are they Legos?
No. Aha. One of them is called Eclipse, Star Wars Eclipse. I don't know what the heck the game's about, but there was a teaser trailer and it looks fantastic. The second game is a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order, which is, in my opinion, the best Star Wars game ever put out. It's first person. You're a Jedi right after Order 66. It's fantastic. So they're making a sequel. That one's going to be good. But, and again, I didn't look more into it other than what I heard from the podcast. And it's a gaming podcast. So, it's X1 Bros. Mark is a big Star Wars fan. So when he, if he reads something like that, I kind of take his word for it that Disney said that. So, which I believe them because that's what they're doing with the TV shows and movies. There's always something new coming out from Star Wars. So, as far as games go, I don't know how it's going to go, but I liked Jedi Fallen Order, but I don't like the idea of every 6 months having a new Star Wars video game.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like the trend of Disney now. And Disney, the company, they're just like, we're going to make nothing new. We're just going to recreate everything we did in the past because it worked. And we're just going to throw it in to 2022. And let's see how the people like it. So that's what they did. That's what they're doing.
That's how to get money nowadays. There's no risk anymore. It's got to be concrete. We have to make money off of it. And that sucks because you're not going to see anything new for a long time.
Unfortunately. And I pray to God that they never make a Star Wars episode 10, 11, and 12.
I hope not. And they've said they're done with the Skywalker saga, but in 15 years we're going to see another Star Wars main title series.
If in 10 years they make another Star Wars saga series, my kids will never know what that is.
You're gonna have kids in 10 years?
Tim's having kids in 10 years.
All right,
Probably.
let's change topics for a
I'll
minute.
be 38.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the idea of. I love Star Wars. Again, both of you guys know me really well. I love Star Wars, and I'm sick of Star Wars, which should tell you how upset I am about it.
Yeah, I could. Even the strongest Star Wars fans might get sick of Star Wars once in a while. Might make you put all your stuff away.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Again, episode 1 through 6 is all.
Did you say
I'm
episode
harping
4 through 6?
1 through 6?
Oh, 4, okay.
He said 4.
Yeah, he said 4.
Don't. I will get into this argument with you guys. I will do it, but I don't want to.
It's fine. We don't have to argue about it.
That's fine, Mr. Critic.
I'm not going to get into it. I'm just going to say, as a child, 1 through 3 were great. As an adult,
Yeah, my same experience.
Can you not leave it like that, though? Can you not watch it remembering how you felt as a child?
No, it ruins
absolutely not.
Really?
Yes. If I could just never watch those 3 again and have the memory, it'd be great. But when people try to make me watch 1 through 3, or I have to bring up 1 through 3, it's just, whew, they were not great.
Wow. I can say this without lying. Every other week, I watch one of those first 3 movies.
I'm gonna say a Ashton favorite, Heaven Above.
Every other week.
I don't even know what to say.
It takes me back to that time. I don't think of it as I am now. I think of it as I remember where I was when I saw it for the first time. I remember collecting the toys. I remember setting up the battle scenes. I mean, that's how I feel about it.
That's why you're great, though. You can keep things in the past.
That's why I'm great.
It's
an insult and a compliment.
I can't. If I see that movie now, it'll make my skin crawl.
Yeah. All right.
But that's not a knock on the movie, because I still have memories of seeing episode 1 in theaters and stuff. But I can't watch them now.
No, you can't. You can't watch it like how you watch can't compare it to The Departed. How you watch it from like if you watched an 80s movie, it sucks, but it's of the era.
It depends what 80s movie we're watching, though.
You can't watch it like that.
No,
like, it
because
sucked. Episode 1 sucked for 1999, but that's what it was back then.
it probably because I'm not a big fan of Star Wars,
Yeah, man.
but
Man, do you wonder that sometimes why you get attached to certain IPs?
I think if you think about it long enough, you can figure out what it is that draws you to it.
Okay. Do you mind going down this for a minute?
Sure.
So, both of you guys know me really well. Tim, I think you know me far more than most people on this earth. Do you think you can, because I don't know this, can you figure out why I like Star Wars so much? I don't think it goes that deep for me. There's no underlying meaning to those movies.
I think it's mainly because it's attached to his childhood.
I
Nostalgic, you think?
Yeah, I don't think that you even care about the story as much. I think if those
I don't.
I think if those same 6 movies came out in 2022, you wouldn't even care as much. But I think
If
that,
they were shot for shot, is that what you mean?
like if they came out now. I will say that we grew up watching Star Wars a lot. Maybe that's why you like them so much. But the characters in 4, 5, and 6 are great. And the experience is great. And the world is great. But I don't think that you personally love Star Wars and are a huge Star Wars fan, because let's just be honest, you can't sit through a movie without doing 20 other things.
Not with Star Wars.
No.
I'll tell you that. I can watch Star Wars.
1 through 3?
Anyone. I know. I know you might not believe me because how messed up I am. I can sit through any single Star Wars movie 1 through 6 and watch it.
I would love to see that sometime. We
I
should
know.
do that.
Maybe it is nostalgic. Maybe it's that simple.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I mean, I think Star Wars is a good story.
It's family. It's all about family.
So, this is just me though. 4, 5, and 6. I keep saying this. Had great stories, great characters. Even the actors and actresses were great. When you compare it to all the 1 through 3, 7 through 9, or even all the TV shows, it just doesn't give you that same feeling.
I agree with that.
Like the same story, character-driven base. Like everything about those is great, and I don't know. They just capitalized off something that was a one-off.
Yeah.
That wasn't supposed to be popular, and turned out to be this huge thing. And then they just started like we said, throwing it all at it. But I can sit through episode 4, 5, and 6 and watch those any day. Like I just watched episode 5, like not even 2 or 3 weeks ago.
You didn't text me?
I didn't know I had to.
What were you thinking? What did you have something to say? When it comes to Star Wars, text me.
Just be like, I'm watching it too.
Ash, so I want to know, what's your history with Star Wars? I know Tim's, I don't know yours.
I don't know how old I would have been when I first saw it, but I do remember renting 4, 5, and 6 from Blockbuster as a kid. And that was mainly due to me renting Star Wars video games for GameCube from Blockbuster. But I do remember episode 1 having the lightsaber fight. There was no lightsaber fight in 4, 5, and 6 like the one in episode 1. And that really sucking Tanner and I into it.
I always say if it didn't have that lightsaber fight, that movie would have been a 100% flop. Even though most people already think it is. That's the saving grace of that movie, is that lightsaber scene, and Darth Maul in general.
I think 4, 5, and 6 holds up because the writing is just better. I think the writing's not good in 1, 2, and 3, and then
It says something though, right? Like you can watch a movie from the 70s and it holds up so well.
right.
And then you watch a movie from like the 90s and the early 2000s and you're just like,
Well, even 7, 8, and 9, I don't think the writing's very good.
At all.
It's literally almost a shot-for-shot remake of 4, 5, and 6.
It's except they crapped on Luke, and it's just a disaster.
So have you seen 7, 8, 9?
I haven't seen 9.
In my opinion, that's the best of the 7, 8, 9.
That's like saying though,
But
it's
it's
like
not great.
crap, and then not so crappy.
You're totally right. So it started with video games for you?
Yeah, I don't remember if the video games came first or the movies, but they were right there together.
so
Okay.
I do have one question though. I know Jesse's all-time favorite is Star Wars. What is your all-time favorite like franchise?
From childhood, or like you're asking me that question now?
Now, I like to know both, but now I think
Lupin.
I was gonna say besides Lupin. I almost would have guessed it. What?
I knew you were gonna say that.
Let's go childhood.
Probably Power Rangers. I mean, I like Star Wars, but I don't see myself. If you asked me, hey, you want to watch a Star Wars movie? I would say no.
Well, dang, now I know what we're not
I'm with
doing
you
when
on
we're
that.
hanging out.
But I wouldn't necessarily want to watch a Power Rangers movie now either. I think that Power Rangers, Batman, and Star Wars were like my 3 childhood things. But do I necessarily watch any of those now? No.
I think it's good to like differentiate from the past and the present versus like what you loved growing up, and then you could leave it alone and the memories are great, but you would never ruin it now because
I disagree.
it's it's because if you watch it now, it's just gonna ruin it.
I don't see it that
awful.
way. I don't see it that way. I see it. I appreciated it when I was that young. So when I watch it, I remember that time in my life. I don't see it as and again, I know this is so obvious and I know you guys don't think this way. I see it, I don't watch it as a critic anymore. I watch it as I enjoyed this when I was a kid. So instead of I see myself coming back to my childhood and watching it. I don't see it as I am now and taking the movie back to back then and saying how stupid the movie was.
I think that's where you are different from Tim and I, where we want to leave our childhood as good memories in the past instead of revisiting it. I would say I'm that way with most things.
Yeah. That's how I am. If I have a good memory, I just want to leave it as a good memory.
Right.
I wouldn't want to look at that again. But that's good for you, because at least you can just...
Shut up.
At least you can do that. You don't have to worry about the cringe and the...
Here's how I see it in such a weird way to explain it. Make all the jokes you want. I have so much going on as an adult, where being a homeowner, having a career, and worrying about this kind of stuff. Again, make all the jokes you want. I want to take myself out of that and watch these movies and forget.
It's escapism.
I want to forget what's going on so I don't bring my adulthood back to that childhood movie.
Yeah.
I remember it as I am as a child.
Yeah.
So as I appreciate the stuff, I buy Star Wars Legos and put them in the room, that reminds me of there was a time in my life where I didn't have these worries. So I get to look at them and be like, I don't know. It's a weird way of saying that's how I draw happiness from all the adult stuff going on,
Yeah, I kind of feel that with Pokemon. When I hear the Pokemon theme song, it takes me back to being a kid.
And again, you go back and watch the Pokemon TV show, right?
Yeah, Pokemon's like this recurring thing where it just calls me at random times, and I heed the call. But I don't have that with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's I've always just kind of had this thing where I don't want to. I almost feel like if I try to wedge myself back into childhood things, that it would taint the memories that I have of that thing. And then also, I think as you get older, what naturally appeals to you changes a little bit. And you don't necessarily get to choose what appeals to you.
Wow. Yeah. That's really interesting that you said that. I don't know what else to think about that. You're right. Yeah.
Good point, Ash.
Where to go from here? No, you're totally right, because you don't things will come up and I'm like, wow, I'm really into that, and it's kind of hard to explain why, but you really want to, whether it comes to collectibles or Legos or comics or whatever, there'll be a comic that come out like Sherlock Holmes. There was a Sherlock Holmes comic line that came out a couple years ago, and I was so attached to it. I bought every issue, and I didn't know what. I was like, man, I don't know what it is. I really like this. What's going on here? I don't understand exactly. Sometimes you don't know why. You can't. If someone says, "Why do you like it so much?"
Yeah.
You want to have an answer, but sometimes you don't.
I think if you drill down deep enough, you can figure out why certain things appeal to you. But I think that's a little bit of proof that we don't totally have free will in life. Maybe a trivial example would be back when we did Last Samurai, you and Tim both made comments about going into it. Tom Cruise not necessarily being your favorite actor, where it's like, oh, this is just going to be another Tom Cruise type movie. But I think you both like 007, right?
Love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, like, for the most part, I don't give a rat's ass about 007, like that character. But Tom Cruise's character in Mission Impossible is just like, man, this is so cool to me. But I think that it would be the reverse for both of y'all, where...
Have you watched all the Mission Impossible movies?
Mm-hmm.
I own them all. I've never seen them.
Wait, a single one?
I've never seen a single one.
You've never seen a single Mission Impossible?
No.
Holy crap.
I own every single one. They look good.
Jesse looks stunned.
They look good on the Blu-ray shelf, though.
Yeah, they do.
I cannot believe that.
Oh, man.
I've never seen any Mission Impossible movie. No, but I do like the way they look on my shelf.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but yeah, I guess so. You know what? I am surprised. I don't know. It's a lot to think about for a minute. You haven't seen a single one. That was a cultural phenomenon. Like, I mean, that's what Tom Cruise is known for.
I've always gravitated towards 007, and I never felt the need to watch Mission
Yeah,
Impossible.
but you've never seen every 007 movie, have you? Besides Daniel Craig's, have you seen any 007 movie?
I've seen Sean Connery's.
Didn't you only do 2?
I don't remember.
I thought you've seen them.
I have, but I don't remember how many there was.
You didn't see...
Isn't there like 20-something 007 movies?
I think there's like 50. There was so many 007 movies. Wait, what about the guy that played in GoldenEye, the game? What's his name? Holy crap. Pierce Brosnan. You never seen his?
I've seen those.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, I've seen a.
There's a lot of 007
okay.
movies. That would be pretty cool to like go through those.
Listen, that Blu-ray
your
collection.
best Bond.
That Blu-ray collection
know,
always goes on
I
sale
know.
from time to time.
It's on Amazon Prime right now. For some reason, they're promoting it. I think it's on sale.
Yeah,
There's some type of.
It goes from like 200 to like 109 every now and then.
Oh, my.
Maybe that may be a topic one day. Your favorite Do you have a 007?
No,
don't
for the
know.
most part, I don't really like 007.
Oh, that's right. We just talked about that.
But, okay, so did you watch Drake and Josh?
Of course.
Did you particularly like Drake's character?
Not as much as Josh.
Okay, see, I think that this is what I'm talking about. Like, you and I both thought Drake was, like, really cool.
You didn't think so?
I mean, he was cool, but Josh was just funny to me. I like Josh more.
See?
There is a lot to dig into here.
Yes, but I also think that that's predictable.
But what does that have to do with the 007?
I'm trying to make the point that there are things that we just naturally gravitate towards without thinking about it beforehand.
What did you like about Josh besides the fact that he was funny? Was that it?
No, he liked video games more than Drake. Drake was annoying because he thought he was better than everybody else.
Well, he was better than everybody else.
Was he?
He got the girls. He played guitar. He got a cool car.
I particularly liked the episode when they bet each other that he could stop eating candy versus
Right.
him stop playing video games.
Right, that was good. Wow. Dang, that's really interesting.
Maybe it's just
to bring
because you
that
guys
up.
like guitar. And Jesse was always attached to women.
What?
He was never single.
You womanizer?
I didn't think about that. I don't want to go into that.
I thought you said to dig deeper.
I thought you were about to say he was really into candy.
That too.
Did Jesse get snobbed out of a role for Drake and Josh? Because that's literally Jesse.
I love candy.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like both characters, but I just liked Josh
Really,
a
you
little bit more.
gravitated towards Josh.
Yeah. Especially the things he said.
I knew it.
You really knew that? You could have.
That's why I made
that?
the example.
Really?
I knew Tim was going to say Josh.
I would have never guessed that.
I mean, come on, when he tries to grow his little porn stash.
Wow. Man, you just opened up a can of worms
How
in my
could you
head.
not like Josh? You
No, I
guys didn't-
liked him, but I thought Drake was the coolest person ever.
I mean, that's what he was made to be, the coolest person
I
ever.
didn't think. Wow.
I thought cool people back then were assholes. And that's what they
I
were.
see. I didn't see him as an asshole.
I mean,
He wasn't really a jerk, was he? He wasn't.
I don't think he was to us. No.
Wait, I'd have to watch that show again. I don't.
it's
remember.
on Hulu.
I know it is. I've gone back. I don't remember him specifically being a jerk towards Josh at all. I mean, like kind of like jokey brother stuff, but never one of those school bullies. He was never made out to be that.
No, he wasn't made out to be that. No. You're just asking me who I preferred and who I liked more.
This is sick. You're right. We learn new things about each other every single week.
Mm-hmm.
You're a Josh
It's just
guy.
like mind blowing.
Yeah, for me. I don't know. Man,
Interesting.
that
But
really
to
is.
be
I'm not
fair,
kidding.
To be fair, I like the show.
It was
regardless.
it was the best Nickelodeon show on at
Yeah.
the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It still
Dang.
cracks me up though when I watch it.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
yeah, you're right.
It holds up.
Yeah.
I'll still watch it. Yeah.
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 Did you know Josh was on like hardcore drugs later
Yeah.
in the show?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch his interview? He did like a podcast interview. With
He did
somebody.
a couple podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, with Bert Kreischer, he was on. I think Dobrik, he did
Mhm.
one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Man, that's really. Do you know what's going on with Drake right now? Is he in behind bars?
I haven't kept up with it. I thought he was living in Mexico.
Yeah, I know he left to Mexico, but I think he was still on trial.
I don't know. I know his YouTube channel is really annoying.
Yeah, I don't watch his vlogs.
He's
and
just kind of
stuff.
annoying, period. But, yeah. So, I don't know.
So, what made you point out that show versus?
It came to mind, and I thought that would be a clear difference between Jesse and I and you, because Drake is just such a embodiment of what Jesse and I both wanted to be when we were that age.
We talked in our 0.5 episode of Nowhere to Be. We talked a lot about that, actually.
Episode 0.
We didn't really notice it. Until
you
we
guys should
talked
throw that
about
up
it.
on the channel.
No. Yeah, we did. But again, yeah, like you said, we wanted to. I don't know. We saw it growing up wanting to be that person.
I mean, I necessarily didn't want to be either of them. I just related more towards Josh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Like he was more approachable and realistic versus Drake.
Yep.
Like he was more of the person in school rather than Drake.
Yeah, but I wanted to be Drake. Yeah, and he went. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. He was never like.
Drake's character was appealing to you and I, but that didn't have the effect on Tim.
And if it did, he would be like us.
Right. He would say that, oh yeah, Drake was awesome.
You're totally right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a personality thing. Interesting. You're our fat brother, Tim.
That's what I'm trying to be.
Interesting. It's a lot to get into here.
It's just making me think of episodes now. It's
I
funny.
know. I love Drake and Josh. It's the best. It was the best show.
It really was. Like when you watch it, you think back to like the
When Drake when Josh was building the rocket in their room, he says, "Can you put on the nose con?" He says it's nose cone. He said it's a nose con. Oh my god. He's like, I've only seen that written. I've never heard it out loud.
two of my favorite episodes are the Steered Straight
Oh yeah.
and the treehouse.
Oh
the
yeah.
treehouse was probably one of the most memorable episodes in the whole series.
Oh my god.
That was seriously, it was an amazing.
And
show.
the pool episode when they go hustle pool.
Oh right, yeah.
That was a great one
That
too.
Steered Straight was such a good episode.
Wait, which one is that?
Which one?
I don't know that one. Steered Straight.
It's when they get arrested and the convict steals the cop car.
And they go back to their own house to pretend to rob it.
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
Wow, I'm remembering.
Do you remember when
some
they're
of
in the
that.
cop car and the guy that has robbed the car, stolen the cop car, takes out a grapefruit? And he's like, oh, hold on, I think I keep some sugar packets. And he's like, putting sugar while he's driving the cop car.
I remember an episode when they're in the movie theater owner's
Helen's
house, and she's got
apartment?
the hot tub in the house. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's blind. She had LASIK surgery.
Helen?
They throw a party in her house. Yeah, Helen.
Yeah, man. Drake was in a hot tub with just
Well, yeah.
all these girls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was the draw, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I love Drake and Josh. We should review an episode of Drake and
And
Josh for next
there's
week.
more episodes than you think. There's like 3 seasons.
I think there's more than
There's
that.
more than 3
Is there?
seasons.
I think
More
there's
than 3
6.
Yeah.
Maybe 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was always more than you thought.
Because after like season 3, Josh lost 100 pounds.
Yeah. He stopped doing drugs. That's what happened. Or he
Uh-huh.
started doing drugs.
Yeah.
There was a switch there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's funny. Have you guys ever watched, like, have you ever looked at the top, like, 10 or 15?
It's 4 seasons.
4? But there's, like,
How is that
20 episodes in a season, right?
Season 1 only has 2 episodes.
Okay, that's not even a
Season
season.
2 has 9, 3 has 17, 4 has 19.
Wow, that's way more than I remembered.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't like a lot, but
That's what it was back then.
Yeah.
There was only
crazy.
a
I
couple
would have thought there was
seasons.
over 100 episodes.
Yeah.
maybe like 45.
That's probably why I remember so many of them.
3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the model back then.
They
That's
just
what
played
was.
it so much.
Yeah, 57 episodes over 4 seasons.
That's probably why we remember so many of them so much, is because we saw them so many times over and over and over.
So the Christmas episode didn't come out till 2008. So it came out a year after the show ended.
Mm.
And then they did 3 movies, didn't they? Or 2 movies.
So Drake and Josh Go Hollywood came out in 2006.
And then Really Big Shrimp was one of them. Do you remember that one?
I think that might have been a joke in Go Hollywood. This says it only had 2
Oh.
films, Drake and Josh Go Hollywood, and then Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh in 2008.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Really Big Shrimp.
never liked that
That
one.
was in Hollywood. You didn't like the Christmas one? I loved it.
Yeah, I did too.
He came in on the fire truck.
Remember Drake at
He
the end?
sang.
Drake
the
at the
Jingle
end
Bell
singing
Rock.
on top of the bed of that truck.
Do you have the song in your library? Jingle Bell Rock by Drake Bell? Dude, they put it out. Dude, it's an awesome version of it. I love it. Anyway. I love Drake and Josh. Have you guys ever seen like one of the top like 10 or 15 IMDb movies of all time? Have you ever looked through that list?
No.
Have you ever... Okay, so this question may be just for Tim then, because I know he's seen a couple of them. Have you ever seen like a world-renowned...
Yes. The Godfather.
You don't like it?
No.
You don't like The Godfather?
It took forever for me to watch that movie.
You were freaking nuts. We watched it together a month ago.
Yeah.
You
a month
liked
ago.
2 months ago.
It was a while ago.
You liked it.
I cannot.
Are you nuts?
Are you telling me that you could sit down and watch that again?
Over The Irishman? You like The Irishman. Are you nuts?
I can't watch that movie again.
You would pick The Irishman over
I
The
never said
Godfather?
anything about The Irishman.
Yeah, but you like the movie, and it's longer than The Godfather.
I don't like The Godfather. No, I wouldn't watch that again.
You did not say a negative thing about it that day.
I didn't like it.
Oh my God.
No. Me and Dan were just talking about this
That's
couple
the
weeks
number
ago.
one movie of all time.
I know.
Listen, we're
actually-
peaking here because I'm so angry.
Actually, now on IMDb, the number 1 movie is
Shawshank.
Shawshank Redemption.
I've
Yeah,
never-
you're right.
I've
That's
never
always
seen
number
that.
one. That's always been number one. You haven't seen that yet?
Mm-mm.
Ashton, have you seen it?
No.
That movie does not deserve to be number one.
So The Godfather is number 2, and Godfather Part 2 is number 4.
Can I tell you what number 3 is?
Yes.
Batman. Dark Knight Rises.
Knight.
which that deserves to be number 1 in my opinion.
Schindler's List is number 6.
Lord of the Rings is in the top 10.
And it's at number 7. And
What
number
is
9.
12 Angry Men?
I don't know.
It's number 5.
Inception's number 13. So all 3 Lord of the Rings are in the top 15.
Yeah. Hey, Star Wars Episode 5 is in top 15 maybe, right? Maybe top 20?
It's number 15.
15.
Yeah.
Goodfellas is number 17.
Okay, so we're going down a rabbit
Spirited
hole.
Away is number 31.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So neither of you guys have seen the top 10 at least? One of them besides Godfather, Dark Knight?
The Departed is number 40.
I have seen...
You brought this upon yourself.
Well, this is my point I'm trying to make. The number 1 movie in the world, what is it?
The Shawshank Redemption.
I do not think it deserves to be even in the top 10. So
Put it this way. I liked The Godfather, but I would never, ever, ever watch it again.
Would you watch The Irishman again?
No.
But you like The Irishman. Would you put it over The Godfather?
I haven't seen The Irishman in... How long ago was that?
We living together. It's within 3 years, 4 years?
It was probably 4 or 5 years ago.
No, it wasn't that long. Again, you remember the movie. You saw it. Would you put that over The Godfather?
No.
Okay.
But I would
Yeah,
never
I was
watch
about to get-
I would never watch The Godfather again.
I'm shocked that you said that because I think Godfather is amazing.
So you would watch it again?
No.
I knew I was going to get him with that, Ash.
It was so long.
It was so long. And
I
there's
think-
3
isn't-
parts. I've seen part 2. You slept through the whole part 2.
I slept through part 2. Yeah, but here's my question. Okay, so I guess the question's pointless because none of you guys have seen a lot of the big movies.
That's not true. Dark Knight's number 3.
Okay, so my question is, have you guys seen like a critically acclaimed great movie and saw it and thought, this is not that great? For me, it's Shawshank. I don't know why that movie is that amazing. I don't see it.
So I am one of the most unqualified people to ask this question to because
Well, I'm the most unqualified.
as
so
a
you're
rule,
fine.
I don't like movies that much because I don't like sitting for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And Tim can attest to this. The amount of Blu-rays I have that I have not watched is immoral.
That are still in the wrapping?
It is immoral. And like Tim just said, they look good on the shelf, but do they ever make it into the player? No.
Hell no.
No. Yeah. I don't know that I can answer that question, Jess. I've seen The Dark Knight, but it's been since I was in high school.
But
I remember liking it.
I'll say that movie is, I think it's the best Batman movie of all time. That movie deserves to be in the top 5.
I thought you liked the new Batman movie when you said you liked it a little bit more.
I liked it a little more, but I think at the end of the day, with Heath Ledger, the Joker is the most famous Batman villain of all time. So the fact that he played that and did it so well kind of puts it over the edge for me. I think Christian Bale was a better Batman. So I think that movie deserves to be above it. But what I'm saying is they put it at number 3, I think you said, right? I think it deserves to be there. They didn't put The Batman in number 3, so I can't really make that argument. The Dark Knight deserves to be there. I don't think Shawshank deserves to be number 1. I saw it. It's a good movie, but why the heck is it in number 1?
I mean, this is also just people voting. This isn't really necessarily like...
Well, I mean, it's people,
Yeah.
you know? Like Dark Knight's up there for a
But
reason.
to be fair, Shawshank and The Godfather both have the same rating. They're just more votes for the Shawshank than the
I think
Godfather.
that's so stupid.
2.6 million people for Shawshank is what I saw.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's there for a reason.
That's crazy.
There's 1.8 for the Godfather.
And it's from 94. Year I was born.
That's a prime year. Yeah, I don't think it should be a 1. So that was my question, but I've seen that one. I've seen Godfather. I've seen Dark Knight. What was number 4? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I think I've seen a lot of the top movies. I went through a phase where I wanted to see all of them. I think Shawshank doesn't deserve to be there.
Grave of Fireflies in 45.
I'm not watching that.
I've never seen it.
What's that? Why aren't you watching it?
Studio
It's
Ghibli.
supposed to be really sad. Like, really sad.
It's these 2 kids whose parents die in an air raid during the World War II.
Oh, God.
These American planes kill their parents, like basically burn up in front of them, and kids are like trying to survive
Oh, Jesus.
the war.
I don't want to see that either.
No,
Okay.
I'm not watching it. That's the one Ghibli movie I won't watch.
There's 4 Studio Ghibli movies in the top 100.
Well, there's a reason for that.
You don't have to tell me, Ash.
They're
I
good.
know. But I don't know.
We're gonna get Jesse on board.
I don't know why Howl's Moving Castle isn't one of them, but we could talk about that.
Hey, Whisper of the Heart's not on there either, brother.
No.
You can talk about it, but I have no opinion on it. I think they're so boring.
I think the next 3 or the next 2 movies are going to have to be Studio Ghibli, Ash.
I
No.
think so too.
Back
I
to
don't
back.
think so because oh wait, who's picking the next movie?
You
You
just
did.
picked it.
Oh right,
And then Trey.
and then Trey.
Did you tell him
So-
that it had to be streamed?
I haven't talked about this yet. This is news to us.
Oh.
So not next week, but the week after, our good friend Trey Paskin.
Pask Van.
What did I say?
You said Paskin. He is like ready to just throw his phone or whatever he's listening on at this point.
So, dude, I know your last name, I promise. What's crazy about this dude is Trey is not even his name. You're going to learn so much about this man. He's the 3rd. What's his real name?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, he's going to throw his phone again.
No, he's not.
Joseph.
Is it Joseph?
It's Joseph. He's the 3rd, so he goes by Trey. So
Oh.
everybody knows him as Trey, Trey.
Yeah.
I didn't know this until like 6 months ago. When we went to his wedding. That's not his first name. But
His wedding was a year ago. It was literally in October last year.
I know he just had his
Which is when we
anniversary.
originally planned to do a podcast. And he's like, just let me get back from my honeymoon.
You're right. Anyway, back to the point. Trey is coming on in 2 weeks. We've set a date, a beautiful Saturday morning podcast. I'm so excited for this podcast. So next week when we have a podcast, we're going to review Frankenstein, and then Trey is going to pick the movie. We're going to watch it, and then when he's here, we're going to all review it together.
I can't wait.
He hasn't told me yet, and I'm leaving town in 2 days. So he has to tell me real soon.
He said something to me about it on Wednesday.
Okay. What I'm going to have him do is probably text you.
I'm going to see him on Sunday.
Okay,
He doesn't have to tell you till next Friday, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Either way, he's going to be picking the next movie. I'm really excited about it, and we're going to have him on. I can't wait to have him on.
And he actually listens to the entire episode, so he's
Yeah.
definitely listening at this
Crazy.
Yeah, listen, I can't wait for you to meet him. He's an awesome dude. I think you guys are really
I'm going to have to
click.
brush up on my RuneScape.
Hey, I opened up a RuneScape account and started playing again recently.
point. Yeah, good deal.
You
I've
sent me a
been
picture.
wood cutting.
I always can I can always predict what Jesse's going to do when he starts a new
I know.
RuneScape account.
I'm very basic. Fire making, wood cutting, fishing, and cooking.
He'll go to the village where you can do all 3 at once.
We'll get into it, Ash. I've been playing it. I've been getting into it. I really like it. So yeah, he's gonna pick our next movie. So, but again, I can't wait for you to see this movie, Ash. Listen, I didn't have this. I'm happy that I actually got a copy of it.
Yeah,
I've never owned
I'm
this.
glad you finally own a copy. I've purchased those in Blu-ray when we were all living together.
Well, here's the thing. I want the movie collection.
You've been wanting that movie collection.
I know it's been years, and it's like something that I don't want to buy for myself, but I'm hoping someone will buy it for me. So what I want to, I throw it on the Christmas list, and I send it to my mom. Maybe they'll end up getting it for me. I don't know, but I would love, because this is another huge part of my childhood. You know,
Except these hold up.
they do hold. Thanks, man. They do hold up. A lot of it is tied to Tim and his family because I think him and his dad kind of introduced it to me, if I remember right. And like growing up, when I would go to his house, we would watch him, and it just like pick a random movie to fall asleep to.
You know what? I wish they would make single of that. Hold That Ghost.
They didn't make it in Blu-ray?
Not single. You can
Really?
The collection, yeah. But
Well, we'll figure out the collection. Yeah, so that's going to be the next movie review for next week. And I can't wait for it. I'm going to have to watch it tomorrow or Sunday.
I'll brush up on it. I remember that movie like the back of my hand.
Yeah, me too, but I'll tell you what, it's been at least, I want to say at least 5 years, if
we
not
watched
longer.
it together at the old house.
Did we?
Yeah.
I love this movie.
Looking forward to it. Tim, great movie pick this week. Jess, thank you for doing the Lord's work, getting that intro
Oh,
put together for us for Halloween.
Yeah, I didn't,
So listen, let's wrap this up.
yeah. What I'll probably do is throw in, I may do it this week, I'll put in the new intro music and all
It's
that
October.
stuff. Well, should we save the Halloween for the Halloween episode?
No. All of
Really?
October.
Really?
No. All of
Awesome.
October.
I
Then
think
when-
it's good enough.
When December hits, we'll do something for Christmas. But every episode in October.
Cool.
It's too good
so
to
you
only
like
use
it.
once.
You like it?
Yes.
I just want to make sure.
Okay.
What I don't like about it is when I sent it to the group chat, Tim says, "Sounds good to me."
He said, I mean, it sounds good to me.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter to me. I think that's what he said. I like that you actually give me input on it.
Yeah.
I'm not musically inclined.
I'm not kidding. That took me about 5 hours.
We're not asking
Like,
for
it's
you
a-
to
I'm
dissect
sure it
it.
did.
Yeah, yeah. I'll throw it in, man, if you guys want to do a whole October thing.
I think you should.
Because this is our first October episode, hypothetically. Well,
Yeah, it
second,
is.
besides Cabin.
Yeah, it's the first real episode, though. All right, gentlemen.
I'm okay with that.
What are we...
So
Go ahead.
next week is Saturday or Friday.
Are you going out of town?
No, are you going? Are you going to be back?
I'm coming back Saturday morning. So the options are Saturday night or Sunday after Ashton plays.
Are you going out of town?
No, I'm not going to go out of town.
Okay.
So I think Saturday night should be.
Let's do Saturday.
Okay.
You guys
Next Saturday night.
You guys confirm it sometime this week, and I'll plan on it for now because I'm gonna be I'm literally won't have cell service until Saturday morning. So we'll get
together before then.
Okay, when I dock, I'll need an answer because I need to know if I need to rush back home or not.
We'll do Miller's next week sometime.
When?
Ooh.
We'll do a meeting before you get
We'll
back.
do it on
and then-
Friday.
Yeah,
When we do it
Jesse's
Saturday,
not
when we
here.
do
On
Saturday,
Friday.
when we do Saturday at lunch.
Damn it! You're going on a cruise! What do you mean? I'm out of here!